coming together on the field are tonight's umpires as assigned by the West Coast League. Behind home plate, number 31, Scott Ginger. And on the bases, Bob Jamek. Black Bears fans, please be on the lookout for foul balls that may leave the playing field at any time. We remind you to pay attention while you enjoy your time here at David Story Field. All right, fans, it's time to meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Nanaimo NightOwls, as announced by head coach Greg Frady. Leading off the left fielder, number 55, Toby Jackson. Batting second, the shortstop, number 15, Garrett Ostrander. Batting third, second baseman, number 8, Aaron Marsh. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 27, Tim Hollick. Batting fifth, right fielder, number 10, Marcus Steen. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 38, Cody Hendricks. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 25, Dylan Joyce. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 22, Kobe Sandstrom. And batting ninth, the center fielder, number 6, JT Sokolov. And the starting pitcher for the NightOwls tonight, number 52, Josh Lockinen. And now, the starting lineup for your Cowlitz Black Bears. The starters as announced by head coach Alan Embry. Leading off, the left fielder from Gonzaga University, number 17, Sam Canton. Batting second, the right fielder from Utah Valley University, the RBI king of the Black Bears, number 13, Callan Holverson. Batting third, the designated hitter from Gonzaga University, number 16, Cade McGee. Batting fourth, the third baseman from the University of Washington, number 38, Nick Hovland. Batting fifth, the center fielder from the University of Hawaii, number 26, Ben Ziegler. Batting sixth, the first baseman from Western Oregon University, number 47, Sean Olsen. Batting seventh, the catcher from Central Arizona, number 2, Louis Albrecht. Batting eighth, the second baseman from the University of Nevada, number 32, Seth Sweetchick. And batting in ninth, the shortstop from Gonzaga, number 3, Brock Bozette. And your starting pitcher tonight for the Black Bears, the right-hander from Chaffey College, number 21, Brett.
that so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, give it up for Robert Mumford on both anthems. Thank you so much, Robert.
After a single-game franchise record, 18 runs in game number 1, the Cowlitz Black Bears are back on Saturday night, looking to take their fourth series in their last 5 tries. Last night, the Black Bears, their first shutout of the season as well, en route to their 21st victory here in 2022. Now 9-10 in the second half, as it's time for game number 2 between the Nanaimo Night Owls and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Welcome into Storyfield on your Saturday evening. Brendan Riley on Mixler.com and streaming live on YouTube as well. Pleasure to have you join me here from wherever you may be. Black Bears right now sitting 4.5 games out of a playoff spot with 8 to go, trying to catch the Bend Elks here in the final week of the regular season. They'll be giving the ball over to the right-hander from Chaffey College. It'll be Brandon Wedge making his first start this summer, a 4.50 ERA for the Apple Valley, California native, over 13 appearances, 1-2. 30 innings for the right-hander, last through on Wednesday, where he went a third of an inning, walking 1 and striking 1 through 1 inning on Tuesday as well in Wenatchee. His longest outing this year came back in his first appearance of the summer on June 6th. That was against Kamloops, where he went 4 1/3 of shutout baseball. And this lineup is going to go up against tonight here for the Nanaimo Night Owls. Toby Jackson in the leadoff spot. He's in left. Garrett Ostrander batting second at short with Aaron Marsh in the 3-hole. First of the 2 lefties in the lineup here tonight for Greg Frady. Tim Hollick does the designated hitting. And in the cleanup spot, Marcus Steen batting fifth, the last of the lefties in the lineup. He's in right. Cody Hendricks bats 6 at third, with Dylan Joyce getting the nod at the first base bag. Kobe Sandstrom does the catching here tonight. He bats 8th, and JT Sokolov, he's in center, batting 9th. That there is a leadoff man last night. Well, fun night and a explosion of offense in game number 1 for this Cowlitz Black Bears team, as well as Raul Harada and Holden Garcia going 9 shutout combined. Harada getting the win last night after over 6 innings, while Holden Garcia picked up his first save, a 9-out save for the Cal Poly commit, as Brandon Wedge now trying to keep this rolling here into game number 2. Toby Jackson to dig in from the left side. The Hawaii Rainbow Warrior commit will get things started for the Night Owls against Brandon Wedge, as we are set for first pitch here in game number 2. Wedge working from the windup. The right-hander from Apple Valley, California, stares in, gets his sign. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball fouled off on the left side for strike number 1. And we're off and running at 6:39 p.m. here on Saturday evening. A hot day here in Longview. 97 degrees with sunny skies. The winds of the northwest at 4 miles per hour. The 0-1. Fastball fouled off once again. Quickly 0-2 here to Toby Jackson, as Brandon Wedge looking to continue on what has been a good season for the right-hander from Chaffey College. Talk about that 4.50 ERA, but 12 walks to 29 strikeouts. The 0-2, a fastball slapped through the left side for a base hit. Toby Jackson, a leadoff single for the Hawaii commit, and the first base runner is on here today. Only 5 hits last night for Nanaimo against the Black Bears pitching staff, as we can give you the Black Bears defensive alignment. The outfield looks like this. Sam Canton in left, Ben Ziegler in center, and Callan Halverson in right. Same outfield as last night for the Black Bears. Nick Hovland at third with Brock Bozette at short. Seth Sweetchick at second with John Olson over at first. And the one change to the defense this evening for the Black Bears, Louis Albrecht, a battery mate to Brandon Wedge here in game number 2. First pitch to Garrett Ostrander, fouls off to the screen. No balls and a strike to the shortstop here today for Nanaimo. Albrecht and Alec Arnone swapping in and out day after day behind the plate, especially with this hot weather. Talks about moving tomorrow's game to 6:35 for an evening game, but we're sticking at 105 tomorrow here in Longview. The 0-1 fastball misses high and away, counts even at a ball and a strike. Black Bears wearing their black jerseys with the C on the left side of the chest. Orange numbers for them with black caps and the orange C on the front of the hat. White pants as well for the Black Bears. The NYMO going with their yellow jerseys here today, with blue caps and gray pants. Jackson leads off of first, the 1-1. Fastball fouled straight back. A ball and 2 strikes now to Garrett Ostrander. Last night for him, going 1 for 4 with the double. 40th game for him this summer for the Cal Baptist product, hitting .277 with 13 RBIs. He's down a ball and 2 strikes, 23 strikeouts on the campaign for him. Wedge comes set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Fastball goes the other way with it, but fouls it off. We'll do it again in a ball in 2 strikes. Give you the umpires here this evening. Bob Jamack on the base pass with Scott Ginger calling balls and strikes for game number 2. Wedge looking for his first punch out here with no outs in the top of the first inning. A runner standing over at first, and Toby Jackson. Quick look over at Jackson, who has 10 stolen bases on the campaign for the Hawaii native. As Ostrander continuing to battle here with the ball in 2 strikes, hitting .250 over his last 5 games, 4 for 16 with a hit coming in his last 3. Here's the 1-2. Fastball just misses outside. Good spot to miss if you're Brandon Wedge. Borderline call there to Garrett Ostrander. Hit .182 for Cal Baptist this past year with an RBI. 5 walks to 9 strikeouts as well. Coming out of high school, he led the entire state of California in walks and stolen bases, the 2-2. He fights it off, and we'll do it again. He was the number 56 ranked shortstop in California in the 2020 class by perfect game. Father, a football player, played at Eastern Michigan University. Now Garrett in a battle here. In the second at-bat of the game, 2-2 the count with no outs. A long pause, here's the pitch, and it misses high and away. It's now 3-2. Aaron Marsh, the leader for the Night Owls in average, on deck. As Wedge in danger of walking his first batter. Trying to avoid that here in the top of the first inning. Black Bears off to a good start in their final 9 games last night with an 18-0 victory. Payoff pitch. There goes the runner. It's a fastball popped up into shallow center. Ben Ziegler coming on, and he'll make the grab for out number 1 as Jackson will have to retreat back to first. So Brandon Wedge gets his first out via a flyout, as now they'll bring in Aaron Marsh.
Number 8, Aaron Marsh.
Wedge has thrown 30 innings this summer for the right-hander. Talked about his longest outing. Has thrown 5 other times since July 10th, so 5 other times in the last 20 days for the Apple Valley, California native. First pitch to Aaron Marsh is a fastball called on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Black Bears chasing 5 teams in the South Division of the West Coast League with 8 games to go. They're a half game back of Yakima Valley, 4.5 back of Bend. Bend right now holding on to that final playoff spot. Quick look over at first has Jackson back in with the dime. Corvallis looking like they are going to win the second half, which would open up 3 playoff spots for the next 3 best overall records in the South Division of the West Coast League. Right now the Black Bears on the outside looking in. A 1. Upstairs with the heater is Wedge. Evens out the count at a ball and a strike. Last night the Black Bears came ever so close to picking up a game on the Bend Elks. Last night in Bend, Portland and the Elks facing off. It was 8-1 going in the top of the 8th in favor of Bend before Portland put up an 8 spot in the top of the 8th inning. The pitch, fastball ripped down the right field line. It's down. This one's going to roll all the way to the wall. Jackson rounding second and heading for third as Halverson just gets to it. He's going to get the green light all the way from first. Their relay throw to the plate is not in time, and it's an RBI double for Aaron Marsh, who picks up his 18th on the year. And Nanaimo, after going scoreless last night, they strike first here in the top of the first.
Designated hitter number 27.
So the Night Owls responding after being shut out last night, as now they'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Tim Hollick. One out and a runner on at second with a run already in this top of the first inning as the Miles Community College product will dig in from the right side. But last night it was Portland in the lead going into the ninth inning. They were leading 9-8. 8 runs in the top of the eighth inning for the Pickles, and then Ben was able to walk it off as the Black Bears came ever so close to gaining a game. First pitch to Tim Hollick is a fastball that misses low for ball number 1 of the designated hitter. Ridgefield took game 1 against Springfield last night. Corvallis blew out Walla Walla last night at Borlasse Stadium, and then Kelowna took care of business against Yakima Valley, so the Black Bears gained a game on Yakima Valley last night, now only sit a half game back of the Pippins. The 1-0, fastball shot in the center field. Ziegler coming on. This one's going to drop for a base hit. Marsh got a bad read. He'll stop at third, but now it's up to a 7-game hit streak for Tim Hollick, his second hit of the series, and it puts runners on the corners with a run already in here early on in the top of the first.
And now batting right fielder number 10. Marcus Steen.
Opponents coming into the night against Wedge were hitting .248. But 3 hits already early on in the top of the first inning for the Night Owls. They already have 3/5 of the amount they had last night. Here's Marcus Steen, the right fielder, with 1 out and runners on the corners. First pitch from Wedge. A fastball goes the other way with it, sends it deep in the air to left. Sam Cann backing up towards the track. He'll make the grab for out number 2 as tagging from third is Aaron Marsh. And it's a sac fly for the Napa Valley College product. It picks up RBI number 13, and it's 2-0. So a quick start here for the Night Owls. Losers of their last 2, 5-4 against Bellingham in their rubber game back on Thursday, and then, of course, 18-0 last night. Won 8-7 back on Wednesday to force the rubber game against the Bells. Here's Cody Hendricks. First pitch misses. Albrecht thought about a throw down to first, but couldn't pull the trigger. It's 1-0. Hollick stands at first with 2 outs in the top of the first inning. 2-0 the lead in favor of Nanaimo here early on. Pitch, fastball, popped up down the right field line. John Olson will give chase. This one will end up out of play. They'll even out the count at 1-1 to the Cal State Bakersfield Roadrunner Cody Hendricks, hitting .255 this summer over 31 games, 0 for 3 with a strikeout last night for the British Columbia native. Saw a 4-game hit streak snapped last night. Originally born in the Netherlands, the 1-1 goes the other way with it, but it'll end up foul. It's a ball in 2 strikes. Originally born in the Netherlands, now native of British Columbia. Sister Jessica plays softball at Westcliff University. So, athletic family for Hendricks. He's down in the count 1-2. The pitch sends it high in the air on the right side once again. And this one will end up a souvenir. We'll do it again in a ball in 2 strikes. Wedge trying to keep the damage at 2 here in the top of the first inning. The Nanaimo striking early on the RBI double by Aaron Marsh and the sacrifice fly by Marcus Steen. Much different game here already in the first inning. Last night, Raul Harada only needed 7 pitches to get through the first 3 batters in the top of the first. Here's the 1-2 once again. It's a breaking ball. Got him looking for strike number 3. And the side is retired. But Nanaimo, they strike first. They're able to score 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, then leave 1 runner left on base. They're half an inning here in Longview. Nanaimo in the lead up 2-0. You're listening to Cal. It's Black Bears Baseball.
Well, fans, we are ready.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Weather guard!
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh-cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Welcome back to Story Field. Nanaimo in the lead 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the first. First chance for the Black Bears gets the right-hander from New Mexico State, Josh Lockett-in, at 2.20 ERA. 2-2 in 7 appearances. 5 starts for the right-hander from Nanaimo. 36 2/3 innings pitched, only allowing 9 earned runs with 4 walks to 33 strikeouts. First pitch to Sam Canton. Fastball misses down and away for ball number 1. Last time out for Lockett-in. 6 2/3 of shutout baseball, allowing only 3 hits while walking 2 and striking out 5 against Kamloops back a week ago. The pitch misses low for ball number 2 here to the Black Bears leadoff man, Sam Canton. It goes Canton, Halverson, and McGee, the top 3 in the order. Nick Hovland in the cleanup spot after the grand slam last night. Ben Ziegler batting 5th with John Olson in the 6th hole. The pitch, fastball, a check swing, and it's fouled off over on the left side. 2 balls and a strike to the left fielder for the Black Bears today. Louis Albrecht batting 7th with Seth Sweetshake in the 8 hole and Brock Bozette in the 9 spot here, rounding out the starting 9 for Alan Embry in game number 2. 2-1. Misses outside from Lockett-in. Now 3 balls and a strike here to Sam Canton. Lockett-in started off at Cloud County Community College in 2019 and 2020. Made his way to New Mexico State in 2021. This past year, 7.11 ERA with New Mexico State as the 3-1's fouled off the right side. And it's a full count here to the leadoff man in Sam Canton. Lockett-in's gone at least 5 innings in 3 of his last 4 outings, including going 6 in his last 2. Payoff pitch. Cut on and miss for strike number 3. Can chasing the fastball high and away as he's out number 1 in the bottom of the first. Defensive alignment for the Nanaimo NightOwls. They look like this in the outfield. Toby Jackson and left, JT Sokolov in center with Marcus Steen in right. The infield left to right, Cody Hendricks, Garrett Ostrander, Aaron Marsh, and Dylan Joyce with Kobe Sandstrom, the battery mate, here to Lockett-in this evening. Here's Callan Halverson, first pitch. He's swinging and fouls it right off of the mask of Sandstrom. It's 0-1. Second summer in the West Coast League for Lockett-in. Pitched in 3 games for Victoria back in 2019. This, of course, being the first year for the NightOwls in the West Coast League after it was announced their creation back in 2020. And, of course, with COVID coming in 2020, Canada teams did not play last year in the West Coast League. But now they have their first season here this summer, as well as Kamloops and Edmonton. Here's Callan Halverson down the count, 0-1. Only starter without a hit for the Black Bears last night. The pitch, high and in. And it looked like that one got the hands of Halverson, as he is plunked for the second time this series. So Callan Halverson has now reached in his last 8 games. And he's the first base runner today for the Black Bears. That'll bring up the designated hitter, Cade McGee, with 1 out and runner over at first. Black Bears trailing 2-0 here early on. McGee 1 for 4 last night for the Tucson, Arizona native. Did pick up an RBI as well. Lockett-in working from the stretch. The first pitch is a fastball. McGee goes the other way with it off the end of the bat. Coming on is the right fielder, Steen. He'll drop down for a base hit. Cade McGee, hit streak up to 5 games for the Gonzaga Bulldog. 2-1 with 1 gone here in the bottom of the first as the Black Bears look to answer, and that will bring up Nick Hovland. Hovland last night got the party started for the Black Bears with a grand slam in the bottom of the first inning. Black Bears put up 7 against the starter yesterday for Nanaimo, Seth Gurr, who was out of the game after not being able to get it out in the second. First and second with 1 out for Nick Hovland. Here's the first pitch. He's swinging and pops it up on the right side. It's 0-1 to the Seattle native, hitting .272. Average has raised almost 50 points in his last 9 games, hitting .324 in his last 10. Been seeing the ball really well for the Washington Husky. 5 doubles, 3 home runs, and 21 RBIs for him this summer. Halverson out on second, the 0-1. A breaking ball. Skies this one down the left field line. 3 converging for the Night Owls will be the shortstop. Garrett Ostrander will take charge and make the grab for out number 2 as Hovland pops out to the shortstop. So now 2 gone for Ben Ziegler.
Now batting the center fielder.
Hovland just out in front of that one. It looked like he got it towards the end of the barrel, and that'll bring up the Hawaii commit, Ben Ziegler. With 2 outs, runners on first and second. Black Bears looking to answer after Nanaimo scratched 2 across on the top half of this inning. Ziegler digs in, had 4 plate appearances last night, going 1 for 1 with 3 walks for the Wailuku, Hawaii native. He digs in from the left side, the last of the lefties in the lineup. First pitch, he takes low for ball number 1. Nanaimo with a 6.33 team ERA, last in the West Coast League. 18 runs on 18 hits for the Black Bears last night. Cowlitz, a couple of crooked numbers and a couple of innings last night, trying to do more of the same here today. The 1-0, Halverson rather is going to take off. Now he's caught in a rundown. The throw goes to Ostrander to the shortstop, and now chases down Halverson and tosses to the third baseman Hendricks, who applies the tag for out number 3, and that's how the bottom of the first comes to an end. So Callan Halverson jumping at the gun a little bit too early on Josh Locken, who's able to spin off, and the side is retired. Black Bears, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base through an inning here at Story Field, and Nanaimo in the lead 2-0. You're listening to Cal. It's Black Bears baseball.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. Fiber, member NCUA.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200. Weather Guard.
Dylan Joyce.
Dylan Joyce, Kobe Sandstrom, and JT Sokolov, 7, 8, and 9 for Nanaimo in the top of the second inning, leading 2-0. Brandon Wedge out for his second inning of work. First pitch to Dylan Joyce is a fastball that he went around on high and outside for strike number 1. Black Bears got 2 on in the bottom of the first inning, but Callan Halverson was caught in a rundown as the 0-1, a break ball misses high and in, counts even at 1-1. Halverson got caught in a rundown after he took off a little early, and Josh Lockton was able to spin off the 1-1 inside-out swing, but right to the second baseman, Seth Sweetchick, who has it on the forehand. He'll toss over to John Olson at first for out number 1 as Joyce is sat down as they'll now bring in Kobe Sandstrom. Make sure to keep a look around the rest of the West Coast League as this one progresses here tonight. Black Bears, all their attention on the out-of-town scoreboard in Bend. Bend in Portland in game number 2 as the first pitch to Kobe Sandstrom misses high and outside for ball number 1. Sandstrom getting the start behind the plate tonight, went 1 for 4, 2 strikeouts back on Thursday. Pitch, cut on and miss. Wedge has him swinging a sword. Counts even at 1-1 to the freshman from Skagit Valley College in Mount Vernon, Washington. 12th game for him this summer with a .219 average. 2 doubles, a home run, and 7 RBIs. The 1-1. Fouls it off on the right side. Now a ball and 2 strikes. Joined the Night Owls back on July 10th against Wenatchee. Now the 12th game for the Ferndale, Washington native this summer. The 1-2. Cut on and miss for strike number 3. Wedge climbs the ladder as he sits down Sandstrom for the first time today. His second strikeout this evening, and there's 2 gone for JT Sokolov.
Now batting the center fielder, number 6, JT Sokolov.
It's now 2 away here in the top of the second inning in a 2-0 ball game in favor of the visitors as the center fielder, JT Sokolov, will dig in from the right side. A Hudsonville, Michigan native hitting .218 over 28 games. The first pitch. It's a breaking ball and misses high and in on the arm side from Wedge. It's 1-0, a 1-for-4 night last night for the Illinois State product. Hitting .190 over his last 5 games. The pitch popped up down the right field line. I'll even out the count at a ball and a strike. Sokolov hitting .218, a double and 4 RBIs for him. Has a hit in 5 out of his last 8. 1-1. Fastball just misses down and away. A plus count for Sokolov. Up 2 balls and a strike. .214 hitter over his last 10. As a 2-1. Called on the outside corner at the knees with the heater from Wedge. It's 2-2. Wedge trying to get through a 1-2-3 top of the second inning and get this Black Bears red-hot lineup back in. As the 2-2. Fastball gets under it as he sends it out of play on the right side. We'll do it again at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 31 strikeouts on the year for Sokolov. Has struck out at least twice in 2 out of his last 3. Wedge looking for his third punch out, and here's his pitch. It's a breaking ball, called strike 3 on the outside corner, and Sokolov knew it. Brandon Wedge just struck out 3 of the last 4 as the Nanaimo Night Owls go 1-2-3 in the top of the second inning. We head to the bottom of the second here in Longview. 2-0 Nanaimo leads. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging,
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi.
Cowlitz trails 2-0 in the bottom of the second inning here at Story Field. Ben Ziegler, John Olson, and Louis Albrecht, the 3 do after Brandon Wedge got the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Night Owls to go down 1-2-3 with Wedge punching out the last 2, as it'll be Ben Ziegler, who was at the dish when the bottom of the first came to an end. They'll dig in from the left side to lead things off for the Black Bears. They're looking to put their leadoff man on for the first time. First pitch misses high and away in the initial offering from Lockinen. Ball and no strikes to Ben Ziegler, team leader in average at .339 over 33 games. The 1-0. Fastball fouls it straight back to the backstop. Counts even at 1-1. Ziegler 1 for 1 last night with the 3 walks. Came out in the middle of the game as Austin Smith replaced him in center. Ziegler's reached in his last 6. The 1-1. Fastball called on the inside corner at the knees. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 home runs this past week for Ziegler. Left the yard last Saturday against Ridgefield in the bottom of the second, and then in the top of the 7th on Thursday as he lays off a high heater on the 1-2. So now 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Hawaii native, .375 average over his last 5 games. Been seeing the ball well. Here's a 2-2. Fastball just misses down and away. It's a full count to the leadoff man for the Black Bears for the second straight inning. Sam Canton went down swinging on a full count to lead off the game for Cowlitz, who's hitting .277 as a team, back into the top 5 in the West Coast League. Payoff pitch. Fastball misses for ball number 4. Lockinen thought he had his second punch out, but now he issues his first walk as the leadoff man is on for the first time today for Cowlitz, as Al bringing John Olson with no outs and a runner over at first. As the tying run now coming to the plate.
And now batting the
Locking in this season, that's only his 5th walk over a 37 2/3 innings. Had 2 walks last time out for him. His other 2 walks coming on July 3rd and July 10th. First pitch to John Olson. Fastball, he's swinging. He sends it through the left side for a base hit. Make it a 16-game hit streak for John Olson, who continues to see the ball well. Now his 3rd hit in this series. The first 2 are on for the Black Bears in the bottom of the 2nd inning. So Olson wasting no time, swinging at the first pitch he sees tonight, as that will bring in Louis Albrecht in the RBI opportunity. Albrecht and RBI back on Thursday in his last start against Wenatchee in the Black Bears 10-7 series finale win. Righty on righty matchup as Lockinen comes set at the belt, takes a look back at Ziegler. First pitch, yanked outside for ball number 1. 1 for 3 night for Albrecht with a double down the left field line at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Also walked twice in the marathon of a game on Thursday in Wenatchee. 1 for 5 series for Louis, and in Central Arizona this fall. The 1-0. Cut on and missed on a low fastball there from Albrecht. It's a ball and a strike. Louis was hitless in his last 5 appearances going into Thursday. He was able to snap that. Hit in 4 games this summer for Albrecht, hitting .222, 2 doubles, a triple, and 3 RBIs. He's got 2 on here in the bottom of the 2nd inning, still at no outs. Here's the 1-1. He shows bunt, and he whiffs at the offering, and is now at the protect down 1-2. Seth Sweetchick, the second baseman, on deck for the Black Bears here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Cowlitz chasing 2 runs. Locking in, looking for his second punch-out here so far today. Working from the first base side of the rubber, the righty delivers. Cut on and miss for strike number 3. A slider dropped down and away. Albrecht chases at it as he's out number 1 here in the bottom of the 2nd. I'll now bring in Seth Sweetchick. Nevada Wolfpack with 1 out and runners on first and second. Tying runs are on base for the Black Bears here early on in game number 2. First pitch from Lockenden. It's a breaking ball sent off the end of the bat into shallow left center. This one's going to drop down for a base hit. Ziegler got a good read. Here he comes to the plate. The throw and the tag, not in time. An RBI single for Seth Sweetchick, who now has a ribby in 4 out of his last 5, as Cowlitz able to cut the lead in half. It's 2-1. A good throw by JT Sokolov, right on the money to Kobe Sandstrom, but it was half a second late as Ziegler got a good jump on that ball that died in shallow left center. Seth Sweetchick picks up his 5th RBI this week, as now it's runners on first and second in a 2-1 game in the bottom of the 2nd inning with 1 out and Brock Bozette at the dish. First pitch he sees. He tanks on the outside corner, belt high for strike number 1. Bozette, a 4-hit night for him last night with a pair of RBIs, picking up his 8th multi-hit game and his 5th multi-RBI game for the Gonzaga Bulldog. Average a little below 300 at 293, the 0-1. A breaking ball, a high chopper to the third baseman, Cody Hendricks, and it's going to be just to the left of the third base bag, sneaking foul. So now no balls and 2 strikes here to Bozette, hitting .500 over his last 5 games, 9 for 18. He's reached in his last 5 and has reached in all but 3 games this summer. He's got Olson on at second, Sweetchick aboard on first after the RBI single for the Nevada Wolfpack. Bozette's got to protect. The 0-2. Fastball. Rocketed it into right. Steen going back on his horse. He's not going to get there as this one drops down. Olson, who was trying to tag, now will get the green light from second. Here comes the relay throw. It's cut off. Olson a head-first dive into home, and it's an RBI double for Brock Bozette, and he ties us up at 2 here in the bottom of the 2nd. Steen was playing pretty shallow as he had to get on his horse, who was just out of reach, as Bozette picks up his 19th RBI in the year. It's now runners on second and third, still with 1 out for the top of the order, and Sam Canton. Lock it in, working from the windup with the 2 runners in scoring position. First pitch to Canton. Called on the outside corner for strike number 1. Black Bears able to respond here in the bottom of the second inning after Nanaimo put up 2 in the top half of the first. Sam Canton, 2 for 6 with 3 RBIs. Last night, the pitch, fastball, sends this one high in the air to right. Steen going back towards the track. He'll make the grab. Both runners will tag as Seth Sweetchick comes in to score on the sacrifice fly by Sam Canton. Has his 4th RBI of the series and has an RBI in his last 4 games as Cowlitz leads 3-2. Productive out there for Canton, his 2nd sack fly in this series. As Callan Halverson will dig in, trying to double this Black Bears lead with 2 outs and a runner on at third. First pitch to Cal. Foul tipped into the glove and held on to by the catcher Sandstrom. It's 0-1. Halverson hit by a pitch back an inning ago. Second time he's been plunked this series. The 0-1 misses down and away. Counts even in a ball and a strike to the Guthrie, Oklahoma native, hitting .303 over 45 games. 9 doubles, 2 triples, and 4 home runs for him this season. The 1-1. Fastball runs high and in. It's now 2 balls and a strike. Halverson dropping to 3rd in the West Coast League in RBIs after Iva Arquette had a great game last night in Kamloops. He had a grand slam, the 2-1. Fouled off on the right side. Counts even at 2-2. He's now up to 38 this year. Everyone chasing Bo Sylvester of Bend. Halverson out to protect. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. 3 runs in for the Black Bears in the bottom of the second. Here's a pitch from Lockinen. Breaking ball just misses off the outside corner, and it's a full count. Looked like a pretty good pitch from Lockinen, but a stingy take there from Halverson. Now we have a full count with 2 outs. Locking in from the windup, the payoff pitch. Front door breaking ball, got him looking for strike number 3. A little bit of a makeup call there from Scott Ginger as he rings up Callan Halverson, and the side is retired. But the Black Bears able to take the lead here in game number 2 as they're able to put up 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on base. Through 2 here at Story Field, Black Bears leading 3-2. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams.
Cowlitz leads 3-2 as we go to the top of the third in Longview. Will be top of the order. Duel for the Nanaimo NightOwls in the second time through the order for Brandon Wedge, who's looking for a shutdown inning after Cowlitz able to plate 3 in the bottom of the second inning. An RBI single for Seth Sweetchick, an RBI double for Brock Bozette, and a sacrifice fly for Sam Canton as Cowlitz able to keep the line moving in the bottom of the second as Toby Jackson will dig in for the second time today. A single to left in his first plate appearance. First pitch he sees from Wedge. A fastball called on the inside corner for strike number 1. Jackson now a hit in 4 out of his last 5 games for the Hawaii Rainbow Warrior commit. The 0-1. Fastball, chop foul at the first base line. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. A lot of Hawaii Rainbow Warriors in this one. Nanaimo with several. Black Bears, their center fielder, Ben Ziegler, heading to Hawaii as well. So Toby Jackson and Ziegler will be teammates this coming fall. Here's the 0-2. This is down and in. That's Jackson back in the count at a ball and 2 strikes. Jackson has the first home run and the first RBI in Night Owls team history. Did it back on opening day in Portland. 1-2. Fastball upstairs. Counts even at 2-2 here to the leadoff man, Toby Jackson. Wedge has retired the last 5 that he's faced. Has the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the left fielder here today. Pitch. Fouled back. We'll do it again at 2-2. Jackson hitting .286 in his last 10. Looking for his 8th multi-hit performance this summer. Garrett Ostrander, the shortstop, on deck here in the top of the third. 2-2 once again. Fouled off once again, this time on the left side over the Black Bears dugout. A good battle here. The 42nd pitch of the day for Wedge coming up in this top of the third inning. 2-2. High and outside, and it's a full count. Nice battle here by Toby Jackson. 12 walks to 27 strikeouts this summer for him. Wedge working from the windup. Rocks and fires the payoff pitch. A fastball sent into left center. It's down for a base hit. Toby Jackson 2 for 2 here today, picking up his 8th multi-hit game as the leadoff man is on for the second time today for the Night Owls. So Jackson, a nice job being able to see a lot of pitches and win the battle against Wedge as now be Garrett Ostrander. A fly out for him to Ben Ziegler, the center fielder, back in the first. Nanaimo striking for 2 in the top half of the first, taking their first lead of the series, but quickly evaporated after the Black Bears getting 3. Ostrander digs in with no outs and a runner over at first. The initial offering's a breaking ball that misses well high for ball number 1. Ostrander now 1 for 5 in the series for the Rancho Bernardo, California native. At a Cal Baptist, 3 doubles and 13 RBIs for him so far. 1 out. On the outside corner, counts even at a ball and a strike. Ostrander with a hit in his last 3 games. Hitting .294 in his previous 10 coming into this evening. Black Bears trying to take their 4th series in 5 tries as the 1-1, a big looping breaking ball that's foul tipped into the glove of Louis Albrecht. So now Wedge looking for his 4th punch out of the day. Up 1-2 on Garrett Ostrander. 23 strikeouts over 39 games for him. Jackson a good lead over at first with 10 stolen bases on the year. 1-2. Fouled off on the right side, and we'll do it again. Aaron Marsh, the second baseman, on deck. One of the 2 lefties in the lineup for Greg Frady this evening. 4 hits for each side. Last night in Nanaimo, they only had 5 against Raul Harana and Holden Garcia. Wedge set of the belt. I'll take a look over at first as Jackson's back in with a head first dive. Another hot one here in Longview. 97 degrees at first pitch here this evening. Black Bears today honoring their host families. 1-2. Fastball got him looking on the outside corner for strike number 3. 3rd strikeout looking for Brandon Wedge of his 4 punch-outs this evening so far, as Garrett Ostrander's retiring for out number 1, as that'll bring in Aaron Marsh. But the Black Bears hosting a luncheon for their host families, as well as honoring them pregame. All the host families throwing out first pitches here tonight. As Aaron Marsh digs in. 1 out, runner over at first. First pitch, rips one through the right side for a base hit. 2-hit day for Aaron Marsh now, as Jackson will stop at second. And so 2 on with 1 gone for the designated hitter, Tim Hollick. Marsh now up to 7 multi-hit games for the Cochise College product. It's now Tim Hollick will have the opportunity. Runners on first and second with 1 out in this top of the 3rd inning. Wedge looking for the shutdown inning with counts leading 3-2 as the Nanaimo native Hollick digs in. A single for him back in the first. Wedge will step off and reset. Hollick extending his hit streak to 7 games with that single. Now 2 for 5 in the series for the redshirt sophomore from Miles Community College. He has Jackson at second, Marsh over at first. Wedge's first pitch. He's swinging and chops it foul over towards the Black Bears dugout. It's 0-1. Hollick hitting .316 over his hit streak, 6 for 19. Six multi-hit games to 6 multi-RBI games for Hollick this season so far. A single for him last night. Wedge takes a look back at second, the 0-1. Comes with a breaking ball. It misses down and away. He'll even out the count at 1-1. This top of the order, spelling problems for Brandon Wedge here early on. 5 for 7 for the top 4 of the order, the 1-1. Gets under it as he sends it down the right field line, and it'll end up at a play. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Garrett Ostrander, the only one not to reach base in the top 4 of the order. Ball and 2 strikes with 1 out. Marcus Steen, the right fielder, sitting on deck for the Night Owls. 13.5 games back of the Bellingham Bells. A long pause from Wedge. The 1-2 misses down and away. Counts even at 2-2. Wedge continuing the battle here in this top of the 3rd inning. First start for him this summer. Has become one of the most prevalent arms out of the bullpen for the Black Bears. 2-2, there goes the runner to third. It's a soft hit grounder. That's going to sneak through the right side for a base hit. Jackson will score, and we're tied up at 3 on the RBI single by Tim Hollick, who picks up number 20 on the year. And it's knotted up at 3 here with Nanaimo still threatening as they'll bring in Marcus Steen. With runners on first and second and still only 1 out here in the top of the 3rd inning in the second game of this 3-game set. Steen, a sacrifice fly back in the first. That made it a 2-0 ball game. He digs in from the left side. First pitch from Wedge, just off the inside corner for ball number 1. Black Bears need to continue winning. They've won their last 3. They've won now 5 of their last 6. Only loss coming on Tuesday as the pitch. Steen behind on the fastball, counts even at 1-1. The Black Bears only lost once in the past 7 days, going back to the 3-2 victory against Ridgefield last Saturday here at Story Field. Marsh will lead out on second, the 1-1. Fastball runs outside. 2 balls and a strike here to Marcus Steen, picking up RBI number 13 on the year on the sac fly to right his first time up. Hitting .284 this summer, 5 doubles and 3 triples. And his 5th double last night, going 1 for 3 with a walk as well for the Ladysmith, British Columbia native. Here's the 2-1. Misses upstairs. Green light for Marcus Steen, up 3-1, who was hitless in his previous 5 before last night. Reached in his last 2 after he walked back on Thursday. Third base is open here in the top of the 3rd inning. The 3-1 upstairs for ball number 4. First walk of the day issued by Brandon Wedge, as that'll bring out the Black Bears pitching coach, Brady Corrigan, before Cody Hendricks will come up to the plate. Dick Hanna Toyota is proud to support Arncalit's Black Bears. One of the nicest experiences each summer is to be with family and friends and watch these talented baseball players. The folks over at Dick Hanna Toyota know a thing or two about nice. Dick Hanna's been around for over 70 years. They're a local family-owned business with the tradition of supporting our community. Dick Hanna Toyota. Believe in nice. Brendan Riley here in Longview bringing you all the action on Mixlr and on YouTube as well. Here in this game number 2, dangerous situation for the Cowlitz Black Bears here on the top of the 3rd inning. Bases are loaded with 1 out for Cody Hendricks, the 3rd baseman. As the Nanaimo looking to regain the lead here in the first 3 innings. 3 singles, a run scored, then a walk to Marcus Steen. Have loaded the bases for Cody Hendricks. Went down looking his first time up. First pitch from Wedge. He's swinging a liner over the head of Olsen, down the right field line. Marsh will score. Here comes Hollick to the plate as Halverson now bobbles in, and advancing all the way to third is Steen as Cody Hendricks pulls into second with 2 RBIs, and Nanaimo, they regain the lead. It's 5-3. Softly hit off the end of the bat from Cody Hendricks, who picks up his 8th and 9th RBI on the year. As Nanaimo 5 here early on after being shut out last night, and they're not done yet. As Dylan Joyce now will come up to the plate with 1 out and still only 1 out, and runners on first and second. Joyce, a ground out to Seth Sweetchick, his first time up as he takes strike number 1 on the outside corner. Infield playing in for the Black Bears. You're trailing by 2. Already 7 hits for Nanaimo against the starter today for Cal. It's Brandon Wedge. Here's the 0-1. Backs him off the plate with a heater. Evens out the count, a ball and a strike. Looks like a right-hander starting to loosen up for the Black Bears out in the left field bullpen early on. Looks like Jace Schuler starting to warm up for Cowlitz. He was re-added to the roster yesterday. It's the 1-1. Fastball ripped in the left. It's down for a base hit. Steen will score. Hendricks trying to come into second. The throw from Can. The tag by Albrecht. It's in time. 1 run in the score, but Sam Can able to cut down Cody Hendricks, who tried to score all the way from second. As Dylan Joyce, though, picks up an RBI single, as now Nanaimo doubling up Cowlitz at 6-3. And another outfield assist for him this summer. So he comes up firing, able to gun down Cody Hendricks, as now will bring up Kobe Sandstrom with 2 outs and a runner over at first. The first pitch, he fouls it straight back for strike number 1. Now 5 hits this inning for Nanaimo. It's as many as they had last night. Sandstrom 0 for 1, went down swinging his first time up. The 0-1 runs inside and gets him on the front arm. That one getting away from Wedge as he plunks Sandstrom, and now they'll put runners on first and second for JT Sokolov. Sokolov, the 9th hitter to come to the plate for Nanaimo this inning. Went down looking to end the top of the second inning. As the Hudsonville, Michigan digs in, Native digs in from the right side. 2 outs, runners on first and second. A 4 spot here for Nanaimo in the top of the third. Righty on righty matchup. First pitch from Wedge. It's a fastball that misses up for ball number 1. Cowlitz will have some work to do going the rest of the way. Here in game number 2, completely different feel from last night's ball game. That was really over in the bottom of the first inning. The 1-0. Breaking ball. Drops in on the outer half. Counts even at a ball and a strike. 67 pitches for Brandon Wedge here today. They're 2 2/3. He has a 1-1 count to Sokolov with runners on at first and second. Pitch. Cut on and miss. Sokolov way behind on the heater. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Sokolov has struck out multiple times in 2 of his last 3. Wedge trying to make it 3 of his last 4. Here's the 1-2. Breaking ball misses high and in. Wedge not getting on top of that one. He'll even out the count at 2-2. 4 RBIs over 28 games for the Illinois State product. So he's got to protect. 2-2 from Wedge. Fastball. Got him looking on the outside corner for strike number 3. But Nanaimo, a 4 spot here in the top of the third inning. They score 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Black Bears will have some work to do, trailing 6-3 as we go to the bottom of the third. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard. Weather guard!
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Cowlitz trails by 3 as we go to the bottom of the third here in game number 2. Cade McGee, Nick Hovland, and Ben Ziegler, 3, 4, and 5 for the Black Bears against the right-hander Josh Lockinen. First pitch to Cade McGee. There's a fastball that runs down and in for ball number 1. Scoring early on for both these sides, 2 in the first for Nanaimo, 3 in the second for the Black Bears, and 4 in the top half of this inning for the Night Owls. The 1-0, a fastball sent high in the air to straightaway center. Sokolov back towards the track. He'll make the catch just in front of the 387 sign out to the right of the shed. A long fly out for Cade McGee as he's out number 1. Well hit ball there off of the bat of Cade McGee. And now the 4th time that he's flown out to center in this series. So now Nick Hovland will dig in. 1 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch from Lockinen. It's a breaking ball, a ground ball sent just to the left of the third base bag. Hovland out in front. It's 0-1. A pop out to Garrett Ostrander, the shortstop in shallow left field. His first time up for Hovland back in the 1st. Hit in 4 out of his last 5 for the Washington Husky. The 0-1 fastball goes the other way with it, but this one will tail foul quickly. 0-2. Hovland hitting .400 over his last 5 games, 8 for 20. Hitting .324 in the previous 10 as well. The 0-2. Fouls one off of his front foot and won't do it again. He has 4 multi-hit games in his last 10 and also has 3 multi-RBI outings for him as well. 10 RBIs in his last 10, including 4 last night, a grand slam in the bottom of the 1st inning and got the party started here in a record-breaking night for the Black Bears. The 0-2. Breaking ball, rips this one down the right field line, and this one's going to end up just tailing foul over by the 325 sign here at Story Field. So a long foul ball there off of the bat of Hovland, and we'll do it again. Hovs continue to see the ball well. Of course, the grand slam last night and 3 and 2 other hits for him as well. Saw the ball well in Wenatchee. Had a lot of good contact and a lot of barrels against the Apple Sox over that 3-game set. He's battling here. Locking in, looking for his 4th punch out. The 0-2. Misses down and away. 1-2 now the count to the Black Bears cleanup man. Cowlitz chasing 3 here with only a week. 8 days left to go in the regular season. They're in the bottom of the 1st in Ben. No score between the Pickles and the Elks. The pitch fouled off on the right side, and we'll do it again. And that's the one that the Black Bears will continue to monitor here this weekend, and then what the Elks do as well. For their series, the Black Bears and the Elks on a collision course for the final weekend of the regular season. 1-2. Fastball upstairs. A good take by Hovland. Counts even at 2-2. The Elks, they have a tough stretch in the midweek series. They are going to Corvallis on Tuesday, 2-2. Fastball, a chopper to the third baseman, Hendricks. He has it. Will toss it across the diamond. It pulls Dylan Joyce off of the bag, but he is able to apply the tag on Hovland, who grounds out for out number 2. Hendricks never looked comfortable with that throw, but a lot of air under it over to first, but Joyce able to get up and apply the tag in one motion, as now there's 2 gone for Ben Ziegler. Black Bears also will have to take the series regardless next weekend against Ben. Ben took 2 of 3 here at Story Field back in the end of June. All 3 games, tight contests. Should be more the same next weekend. First pitch to Ben Ziegler. Misses down and away for ball number 1. Ziegler, a walk to lead off the second inning. Now his 4th walk this series. Pitch. Lays off a back foot breaking ball. Good plus count now for Ben Ziegler, up 2-0. Now up to 20 walks on the year. And that OBP approaching 450. The pitch called on the inside corner for strike number 1 as Ziegler shakes his head. Ziegler's now reached in his last 7, hitting .310 over his last 10. 2-1. Another breaking ball that skips in the dirt. 3-1 now the count. Nanaimo not giving Ziegler really anything to hit this series. Last night did pick up a single in his last at-bat in the bottom of the 5th, the 3-1. Down and away for ball number 4. Ziegler, a 5-pitch, 2-out walk. As now they'll bring up John Olson. Second walk of the day for Lockinen. Now John Olson wasted no time in his first plate appearance to extend his hit streak to 16 games. A single to the left side, then came in a score on the RBI double by Brock Bozette. Black Bears trailing by 3, 2 outs and a runner over at first. Lockinen working from the stretch, the first pitch. Olson, a chopper to the shortstop, Ostrander. Toss to second will beat Ziegler, who went feet first into the bag, as Ostrander goes the short way for out number 3, and the side is retired. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base for the Black Bears through 3 here at Story Field. Cowlitz trailing 6-3. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. U.com. Member NCUA.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather Guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Top 4, Cowlitz trailing 6-3 on Saturday night here in Longview as they are bringing in a new arm into the game. It's the 6'3", 210-pound right-hander. Jace Schuler is making his 3rd appearance this summer for the Black Bears. 0-1 with a 15.88 ERA. Last time he threw was back on June 12th against the Walla Walla Swedes, where he went 3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs. All of them earned 1 walk and 2 strikeouts. Schuler then going to play for the Northwest Star Nighthawks, where he made 4 appearances for the Northwest Stars. 0-1 with a 7.71 ERA. 17 hits and 9 in a third with 7 walks to 8 strikeouts. He actually threw against the Black Bears back on July 12th. 2 innings of shutout baseball, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts for the LCC Red Devil, who this past year had a 2.70 ERA over 7 appearances for LCC. 18 and a third innings pitched with 19 hits, only allowed 5 earned runs, striking out 16 and walking 5. As now he is back on the roster with arms departing here with inning counts and pitch counts really starting to add up here late in the 2022 West Coast League season, as Jay Schuler now making his 3rd appearance for the Black Bears here in 2022. He'll deal at the top of the order, and Toby Jackson after the Nanaimo brought all 9 to the plate in the top of the 3rd. Toby Jackson to lead things off. He's already 2 for 2 here today with 2 singles for the Hawaii native. He digs in from the left side against the right-hander Schuler. Here comes the first pitch. It's a fastball called over the heart of the plate for strike number 1. Give you the final line for Brandon Wedge, Cal's starter here today. 3 innings, 8 hits, 6 runs with 1 walk and 5 punch-outs. The 0-1. Back foot breaking ball misses inside from the right-hander Schuler. Counts even at 1-1. Last time Schuler threw was back 2 days ago. 1 inning, 1 hit, and picked up the save with 2 strikeouts as the 1-1 drops down and away. 2 balls and a strike now. That was against Yakima Valley in the Northwest Stars 9-6 victory in non-league play over the Pippins. Yakima Valley a half game up with the Black Bears. The 2-1. Fastball found straight back. Counts even at 2-2. Yakima Valley is hosting Kelowna this evening. Kelowna winning last night in game number 1. Helps out the Black Bears. Are able to gain a game on the Pippins. It's 2-2. Fastball, a high chopper to Olsen over at first. He has it on the hop, and he will win the foot race to the bag as Toby Jackson is retired for the first time this evening, and there's 1 gone. Down now bringing Garrett Ostrander. Schuler, a nice start. His return to the Black Bears rejoined the roster yesterday, as well as Mac Elski, another LCC Red Devil, joining the Black Bears for the first time this season. Elski also threw against the Black Bears back in that 2-game non-league series between Callants and the Northwest Star Nighthawks. First pitch to Ostrander is a slider on the outside corner called for strike number 1. Ostrander 0 for 2 today with the fly out and then went down looking back an inning ago. It's the 0-1. Fastball, a chopper right back up the middle over the head of Schuler. Sweet shit coming on in the backhand. He can't field it cleanly as this one skips in the shallow left center. But Garrett Ostrander reaches on what you have to think will be an infield single. That was going to be a tough play for Seth Sweetchick, who made a nice play back in the top of the first inning last night on Ostrander. But that one a little tough. Might have ricocheted off of the second base bag. But Ostrander picks up the base knock as now they'll bring in Aaron Marsh. Marsh with 1 out and a runner over at first. He's already 2 for 2 today with a single and a double, halfway done with the cycle for the Coach I's college product. First pitch from Schuler. It's a fastball that misses down and away for ball number 1. Nanaimo already with 9 hits here tonight, 4 more than they had over the 9 innings last night. 3 in the first, 5 in the previous inning, and then 1 here off of the bat of Garrett Ostrander. He leads off of first with John Olsen holding him on. Schuler sent at the belt, or rather at the chest. The 1-0, cut on and missed. Marsh coming up empty on a big swing, counts even at 1-1. Well, Bend has taken an early lead over the Portland Pickles in Bend. Bend with 4 runs in the bottom of the first inning. They're not even done yet, only 2 outs. Black Bears with work to do here as the 1-1, and it looks like a pitch out. But no attempt from Ostrander. Plus count now for Aaron Marsh up 2-1. Ostrander now a hit in his last 4, up to 7 multi-hit games for him this summer. Pitch, fastball, called on the outside corner. Counts even at 2-2. Ostrander over at first with 7 stolen bags. Aaron Marsh will have to protect. 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning. 2-2. Fastball hit hard through the right side as Aaron Marsh now a 3-for-3 day for him as Halverson bobbles it. Ostrander trying to dig for 3, and he'll be in there safely. So Ostrander able to go first to third after Callan Halverson bobbles it, and now put runners on the corners with one out for the cleanup man, Tim Hollick. Ripped off of the barrel of Aaron Marsh. So now the Black Bears in danger of letting this lead grow. Tim Hollick is 2 for 2 with an RBI for the Nanaimo native. Hit streak's already been extended to 7 for the designated hitter. One out, runners on the corners in the top of the fourth inning. 6-3 your score in favor of the visitors. First pitch from Schuler. A fastball cut on and missed for strike number 1. Hollick a single in the first and an RBI single and came in a score last inning in the 4 spot put up against Brandon Wedge. Here's the 0-1. He misses inside on the hands for Hollick. Counts even at 1-1. Black Bears at their 58th error. Did not make one last night, but now have 12 errors over their last 5 games. 1-1. Got on and missed. Good change up there from Schuler. He gets Hollick to swing over the top of it. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hollick has struck out 27 times on the campaign. Schuler trying to maybe roll a ground ball up the middle, trying to turn 2 and get out of this jam. 1-2. Fastball at chopper up the third base line and just foul with Hovland coming on. A nice battle and a nice spoil by Tim Hollick there. Marcus Steen, the right fielder, in the on-deck circle for the Night Owls. If it should get to him. John Olson holding on the runner. Marsh over at first, with the rest of the infield playing back, including the third baseman, Nick Hovland. 1-2 once again, a breaking ball, and it gets Hollick on the front shoulder, and now will load the bases. The breaking ball getting away from Schuler, and now bases loaded with 1 out for Marcus Steen. Dangerous territories for the Black Bears in this top of the 4th inning. A loss tonight and a win for Ben could potentially put a huge hinder into their chase for the playoffs. Marcus Steen digs in without a recorded at-bat here today. First pitch misses high and away for ball number 1. Sac fly for Steen back in the first, picking up his 13th RBI in the year, then walked back an inning ago, coming in to score. Bases loaded with 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. 1-0 pitch. This is outside. 2-0 now the count now for Schuler. Going to have to come back in. Nowhere to put him. Ostrander at third, Marsh at second, and Hollick over at first. As now Brady Corrigan will come out of the third base dugout to come talk to the right-hander, Jay Schuler. Callis Black Bears baseball is brought to you by 3 Rivers Eye Care. Give them a call for your eye care needs at 414-8000. Proud to be a longtime sponsor of your Black Bears. That's 3 Rivers Eye Care. Game number 3 tomorrow at 1:05 p.m. from Story Field. The last kids-free Sunday here at Story Field in 2022 in the regular season. Tickets 12 and under to get in free with the purchase of an adult ticket. It's the last of the kids-free Sunday here. And on Tuesday, the last $3 Tuesday, and Wednesday, the last Fiber Family Wednesday. There's only 4 more home games left after tonight. Here for the Cowlitz Black Bears, only 7 to go after this evening. 2-0 the count. To Marcus Steen, the pitch. High and away, 3-0, and now Schuler's going to have to come to him. Nowhere to put him, but the base is full of Night Owls. Steen already with an RBI today. He's not need to take the bat off his shoulder to pick up his second. 3-0. Outside for ball number 4. Schuler walks in Garrett Ostrander. As Nanaimo, they add to their lead. It's now 7-3 here in the top of the fourth inning. Second walk of the day for Steen, who picks up his second RBI. And Cody Hendricks will now dig in. The Cal State Bakersfield Roadrunner digs in with 1 out, and the base is still full. Hendricks with 2 RBIs today on a single back an inning ago. First pitch hits him. Second hit batter this inning by Jay Schuler. It brings in Aaron Marsh, and it's now 8-3. The last 3 batters have not put a ball in play, but it's resulted in 2 runs. As a right-hander is starting to get going out in the left field bullpen for the Black Bears. Here's Dylan Joyce, first pitch. Cut on and miss for strike number 1. Still only 1 out in this top of the fourth inning, as it looks like Mac Elski, the right-hander from LCC, starting to get loose for the Black Bears. Would be his first appearance for Cowlitz this season. Schuler comes set at the chest. Here's the 0-1. Fastball popped up down the right field line in foul territory. John Olson on the run, and this one's going to end up falling harmlessly to the turf. That's now no balls and 2 strikes here to Joyce. Joyce with an RBI single his last time up. 1 for 2 today for him. The junior from San Rafael, California, out of the University of Puget Sound, the D3 school. All-Region second team ABCA Rawlings, an all-region first team selection by D3 baseball after hitting .327 for Puget Sound this past year. First game for him since Wednesday, has not played in the previous 2. The 0-2. Fastball rips it over by the Black Bears dugout. Won't do it again. Joyce picking up a base knockback on Wednesday. That was his first time reaching in 3 games. Now he's reached in the last 2 after the single his last time up. Schuler trying to keep the damage at 2 in the top of the fourth inning. He comes set, working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball got him swinging for strike number 3. Joyce chasing a slider outside, and there's 2 gone. So after the leadoff man reached, and the leadoff man sat down, and the next 5 reached, Schuler able to get Joyce to go down swinging his first strikeout, as that will bring up Kobe Sandstrom with 2 outs and the base is still full. Schuler a long pause, his first pitch. Fastball popped up straight up the shoe, and this one will end up getting out of play for strike number 1. Nanaimo brought all 9 to the plate in the top of the third. They've now brought 8 to the plate here in this top of the fourth inning. Brandon Wedge pulled after 3 innings in his first start this summer. And Jay Schuler battling the 0-1. Just outside, 1-1 now the count. 28 pitches for Schuler. Only has 2 outs. Earned his 3rd appearance for the Black Bears this summer. 1-1. On the outside corner. Looked like an off-speed pitch. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Hollick at third, Steen at second, and Hendricks at first, with Kobe Sandstrom at the plate. Strikeout back in the second, was hit last inning. Schuler will step off as the Skagit Valley College product awaits the 1-2. 1 for 14 in his last 5 coming into this evening. The 1-2. Breaking ball got him swinging for strike number 3, as Schuler is able to only limit the damage to 2 here in this top of the fourth inning. Nanaimo, 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and they leave the bases loaded. Black Bears trail by 5, 8-3, as we go to the bottom of the fourth. You're listening to Cal. It's Black Bears baseball.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess. And Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year,
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
Cowlitz trailing by 5 as we go to the bottom of the 4th here at Story Field. It'll be the bottom 3 in the order for Cowlitz. Louis Albrecht, Seth Sweetchick, and Brock Bozette due up against Josh Lockinen, who has some run support here tonight. First pitch to the catcher, Louis Albrecht. It's a front door breaking ball called for strike number 1. Louis is strikeout swinging back in the second. Cowlitz trailing by 5 after Nanaimo able to get 2 more in the top half of the inning off of Jay Schuler. Pitch. Breaking ball. Albrecht fouls it off his front foot. It's quickly 0-2. Cowlitz chasing 5 here early on. Bend up 4-0 over Portland as they're in the top of the second inning. That, of course, the series and the team the Black Bears have to watch. But a loss here tonight and a Bend win would be a real detriment to this Black Bears playoffs hope. They would be down 5.5 games with 7 to play. The 0-2. Breaking ball hit sharply, and it skips over the glove of Hendricks into left field for a base hit. Gonna have to see how they score that, but Louis Albrecht a hard hit ball and taking a ricochet over the glove of the third baseman, Cody Hendricks. So the leadoff man is on for the Black Bears for the second time today. They're going to call it a single for Louis Albrecht, so now a hit in his last 2 games after being hitless in the previous 5. Here's Seth Sweetchick, an RBI single for the Nevada Wolfpack, his first time up in that 3-run bottom of the second. First pitch drops down and away for ball number 1. Albrecht on at first. Does have a stolen base this year for the catcher from Renton, Washington. Seth Sweetchick now an RBI in 4 out of his last 5. The pitch he takes at the knees for strike number 1. 2 for 5 in the series now for Seth. That average creeping up to the Mendoza line. 2 doubles and now 5 RBIs. Both doubles and all 5 RBIs coming over the previous 5 games. The 1-1 pitch rips this one down the left field line, and it's down for a base hit. Albrecht will stop at second as Seth Sweetchick picks up his first multi-hit game of the summer. The first 2 are on for Cowlitz here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
And now batting the shortstop, number 3.
Now bringing Brock Bozette. No outs, runners on first and second. Cowlitz down by 5. Bozette an RBI double to right back in the second inning. Now 5 for 6 in the series with 3 RBIs for Brock. He's got Louis on at second and Seth Sweetchick over at first. Lockinen set at the belt, the first pitch. He shows bunt, pulls it back, but it's in there for a strike anyway on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Bozette continues to be on a tear. 9 for 18 over his last 5 coming into this evening. He's now reached in his last 6 as well with his 5th double on the year back in the second. Lockinen takes a look back at Albrecht. The 0-1 pitch fouled off down the right field line. It's 0-2. Bozette picking up his 8th multi-hit game and his 5th multi-RBI game last night. 3-hit performance for him with a pair of RBIs back on Wednesday in Wenatchee. Getting hot at the right time for the Spokane native. Here's the 0-2. Fastball, tomahawk down the right field line, but it ends up foul. Sam Cannon, the top of the order, on deck for the Black Bears. Work to do. Josh Lockett, one of the best arms, numbers-wise, in the West Coast League this year. Doing what he does, limited the damage. The 0-2 once again, a fastball, a chopper back up the middle, and it's through for a base hit. Albrecht will stop at third as Sokolov is able to get it back in. But 3 singles from the bottom 3 in the order for the Black Bears load the bases. Nice job by the bottom 3 setting the table for Sam Cann in the top of the order. A nice piece of hitting by Bozette with 2 strikes as now Sam Cann, an RBI sac fly for him. Back in the second inning, we'll dig in. An RBI now in his last 4 for the Gonzaga Bulldog. Big situation for the Black Bears here on the bottom of the 4th inning. First pitch from Lockett. Canton takes on the outside corner for strike number 1. Strikeout swing back in the first and the sac fly for the Port Orchard Washington native. Now it's a 15 RBIs on the year. The pitch. Fastball goes the other way with it as he skies it into left center. Toby Jackson will make the grab. Tagging from third is Louis Albrecht. He will come in to score as Sam Cann, his 2nd consecutive sac fly, cuts this Nanaimo lead in half. It's 8-4. Second multi-RBI game in a row for Canton, as now it's runners on first and second with 1 gone for Callan Halverson with the lead. Now 4 for Nanaimo. Callan's 0 for 1. Hit in his first plate appearance. And then a strikeout looking to end the second. First pitch he sees from Lockett. He's swinging and fouls it straight back. He's right on it. It's 0-1. Halverson had a 6-game hit streak snap last night. Also ended a stretch of 11 straight starts with a hit for the Guthrie, Oklahoma native. Quiet in this series so far. The only Black Bear in the starting lineup last night without a hit as he takes the 0-1 down. Counts even at 1-1. He's been seeing the ball well, though, over his last 10 games, hitting .359, including a 5-for-13 series against the Wenatchee Apple Sox. Lockett will spin off and take a look back at second with Seth Sweetchick dancing out there. Seth on at second, Brock Bozette at first here with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th inning. Lockett's 1-1. A breaking ball, a hard hit grounder, just foul up the third base line. That one about a foot or 2 to the left of the third base bag, or else Callan Halverson would have had an RBI number 37 on the year. But now he's going to have to take down a ball and 2 strikes. Halverson trying to add it to his single-season franchise record, 36 RBIs. Locking in a look back at second, the 1-2. He misses in the dirt. Nice block by Sandstrom behind the plate, dropping to his knees. The count even at 2-2. Cade McGee, the designated hitter, on deck for the Black Bears. Cowlitz chasing 4. 8 runs on 10 hits for Nanaimo, 4 runs on 7 hits and an error for the Black Bears. 2-2. Fastball jammed, a little pop-up over towards the Nanaimo dugout, and this one will end up at the edge of their dugout, and we'll do it again at 2-2. 3 singles and a sac fly for the first 4 batters in this inning for Cowlitz. Halverson battling with 2 strikes against Lockinen. As he comes set at the belt. 2-2 once again. It's a breaking ball hit sharply down the left field line for a base hit. Sweetchick rounding third and heading for a home. There is no throw, and it's an RBI single for Callan Halverson, who picks up his 37th on the year. And it's a 3-run game in the bottom of the 4th.
There is the 37th RBI for the RBI King,
Great job by Halverson, continuing to battle until he got his pitch. And he was able to drive it into left. As now they'll bring the tying run to the plate in Cade McGee, but before that, we will have a mound visit from Gorman Heimuller, the pitching coach for Nanaimo. Locking in, running into some trouble this third time through the order. 4 of the first 5 have reached against the New Mexico State product. Black Bears with 8 hits here today. That ties the season high for Lockinen. He's given up 8 hits 3 separate times. Did it in 3 straight starts from June 27th to July 10th against Port Angeles, Edmonton, and Wenatchee. This is the most earned runs that he's given up in an outing this year. The most he had given up before this was 4. That was back on July 10th against the Apple Sox. As now Cade McGee will dig in. 1 out, runners on first and second for the freshman All-American, with the Black Bears trailing by 3 in the bottom of the 4th inning. High scoring one here early on at Story Field. First pitch to Cade is called over the heart of the plate for strike number 1. McGee a single back in the first and then flew out to the warning track in center his last time up for the Gonzaga Bulldog. 24th game for him, hitting .230 with 5 doubles and 11 RBIs. The 0-1, a double steal. It's called for a ball to throw down to third, and it sneaks out of the glove of Hendricks, who applied the tag on Bozette. But the ball ends up popping out of his glove as Brock Bozette picks up his 7th stolen base. As he's a little slow to get up, looked like an awkward slide in the third, but he looks to be okay. So that puts 2 in scoring position for Cade McGee. Bozette at third, Halverson at second. With a 1-1 count here to Cade McGee. Wouldn't be the worst time for his first home run as a Black Bear. He's been barreling up a lot of balls over his last 10 games. He's hitting .324 over that stretch. Coming into tonight on a 4-game hit streak, extended it to 5 back in the first. He can make this a 1-run game or even tie it up with 1 swing of the bat. Good speed on the base pass for the Black Bears, the 1-1. Fastball goes the other way with it as he drives it high in the air to right. Marcus Steen back towards the track, and it's going to get down and bang up against the wall. Bozette will score easily. Halverson in from second. It's a 2 RBI double from Cade McGee, and we got a 1-run game.
2 runs come in, and that's a Black Bear double, which means
the 5th double in his last 8 games for Cade McGee, who now has an RBI in 4 straight as he drives in 2, and it's 8-7 here in the bottom of the 4th.
the third baseman, number 38, Nick Hovland.
Now we'll bring in Nick Hovland. With 1 out in the tying run, now standing on at second in this bottom of the 4th inning. A right-arm righty starting to warm up for Nanaimo. First pitch to Hovland, cut on and miss for strike number 1. McGee now up to 13 RBIs on the year. As Nick Hovland down in the count, 0-1. 0 for 2 today, a pop out and a ground out for the Washington Husky. Locking in comes set at the belt. His 0-1. Yanked down and away. It's 1-1. Hav, a 400 hitter over his last 5. Good opportunity to make it an RBI in 5 out of his last 6. With McGee standing out on second, here's the 1-1. Fastball, ground ball right back up the middle and through for a base hit. McGee's going to turn the corner and head for home. Here comes a throw from Sokolov, and McGee is out by a few steps. JT Sokolov with a dart to home from shallow center as McGee is cut down at the plate. But Hovland will stand on second with a single as he's now reached in his last 6. But it remains a 1-run game in the bottom of the 4th. Ben Ziegler now with the chance to tie it up once again. 5 walks in the series. for the Wailuku Hawaii native. 2 outs, a runner on at second. 8-7 your score in the bottom of the fourth. Righty and lefty matchup. Here's the first pitch. Fastball goes the other way with it, but ends up foul for strike number 1. A walk on a full count back in the second, then a 5-pitch walk for Ziegler an inning ago. Black Bears responding after 2 more runs were put up by Nanaimo in the top half of this inning. Both teams with a 4 spot here today through the first 4 innings. The 0-1. Fouled straight back. It's 0-2. 8th batter this inning for Cowlitz against Laakkonen. As Ziegler trying to add to his 20 RBIs this year. Laakkonen comes set as Ziegler awaits the 0-2. Here it is. Fastball misses up. A nice leave by Ben Ziegler as Laakkonen trying to get him the chase. Ziegler first on the team in average. That OBP now above 450. 1-2. Breaking ball just outside. Counts even at 2-2. Laakkonen trying to come with the backdoor slider. But Scott Ginger not giving him the call, so counts even at 2-2 with Hovland still standing out at second. Ziegler's reached in his last 7 with a hit coming in 6 of his last 8. The 2-2. Able to spoil it off, and we'll do it again. John Olson, the first baseman on deck if it should get to him. But Ziegler, a good battle here against Laakkonen. A long inning for the right-hander. Trying to preserve this lead. 2-2. Fastball right back up the middle for a base hit. Hovland coming around from second. The throw from Sokolov is in time. 2 straight runners gunned down at home by JT Sokolov as he's able to keep this lead for Nanaimo. The Black Bears, though, able to cut it to a 1-run game here in the bottom of the 4th inning as they score 4 runs on 6 hits. No errors and 1 runner left on. We're through 4 here in a good one at Story Field. It's 8-7 in favor of the Night Owls. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game. Whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care, Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard. Weather Guard!
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
An exciting 4th inning here in game number 2 this weekend between the Nanaimo Night Owls and the Cowlitz Black Bears. Nanaimo, the visitors, in front 8-7 after they put up 2 runs in the top half of the 4th. The Black Bears putting up 4 in the bottom half of the 4th. The Black Bears had Cade McGee and Nick Hovland both trying to take home on singles, but JT Sokolov came up firing, delivered 2 strikes to Kobe Sandstrom, the catcher, as the potential tying runs were gunned down at the plate. Sokolov will now lead things off against Mac Elski, the new arm into the game.
Number 6, JT Sokolov.
Making his first appearance this summer for the LCC Red Devil out of Lake Oswego, Oregon. 2.79 ERA for LCC this past season. Made a few appearances for the Northwest Star Nighthawks as well, and now he's here pitching for Cowlitz. First pitch to Sokolov is a breaking ball called on the outside corner for strike number 1. 15 runs and 21 hits through the first 4 innings combined between these two sides. The 0-1. Just off the outer half, counts even on a ball and a strike to Sokolov, who has been rung up twice here today, once in the second and one in the third. Top 5 here in game number 2 in the middle innings on Saturday evening in Longview. The 1-1 pitch, a breaking ball, set in the air to left field. Not very deep. Sam Ken coming on. He'll make the grab for out number 1. Already 3 outfield assists on plays at the plate in this one as well. Sam Ken had one back in the third inning. He was able to throw out Cody Hendricks at the plate. And then Sokolov with 2 in the previous inning. They'll bring the top of the order up for the 4th time today. Toby Jackson, the left fielder, a 2-for-3 day for him so far. Digs in from the left side. 1 out and nobody on in the top of the 5th inning. The first pitch from Elski misses down and in for ball number 1. Jackson a hit in 4 out of his last 5. Which is hitting .250 over the previous 5 coming into this evening, the 1-0. Breaking ball dropped on the inside corner. Counts even at 1-1. These Black Bears bats are continuing to stay hot. The 18 runs on 18 hits last night. 10 runs back on Thursday. 10 on Wednesday as the pitch fouled off. Ball and 2 strikes now to leadoff man Ford Nanaimo. Going all the way back to Sunday, Black Bears with 10 runs in that one. The walk-off winner for Aaron Parker. So this Black Bears offense has come to life once again, but it's really been there all season for Cowlitz. Black Bears top 5 team in average in the West Coast League. The ERA for the Black Bears got under 5 coming into tonight at a 4.98, but now has risen back above. 1-2 the count with 1 out. Pitch from Elski. Fastball, hard hit ground ball to Olsen, who has it on the forehand. He'll take it to the bag himself for out number 2. Second straight 3 unassisted off of the bat of Toby Jackson, as now there's 2 gone for Garrett Ostrander. Ostrander got the rally started an inning ago with an infield single back up the middle. 1 for 3 today for the Rancho Bernardo, California native. 4-game hit streak for him. So he digs in from the right side. 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch from Elski. He chases a breaking ball down and away for strike number 1. Ostrander a fly out in the first, went down looking in the third, and then the single in the previous inning. Now 2 for 7 in the series. Had a double last night. The 0-1 comes with the same pitch, but Ostrander able to learn as he lays off. Counts even at 1-1. Give you an update from Bend, and it's a big one. An 8 spot for the Pickles as the pitch called on the outside corner. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 8 runs for Portland in the top of the 2nd inning. They're now doubling up the Bend Elks. Portland had an 8 spot last night as well. The 1-2. Breaking ball bounces in the left-handed batter's box. Even at 2-2, but those 2 teams, the final 2 foes for the Black Bears this summer. Portland for 3 starting on Tuesday. Bend for 3 in Bend starting on Friday. This regular season winding down here in the summer of 2022. 2-2 the count with 2 outs. Elski, his pitch. Breaker down and away, and it's a full count. Elski replaced his LCC teammate Jay Schuler. 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 runs. 1 walk and 2 strikeouts for the Kelso native. Now a full count here to Garrett Ostrander. Payoff pitch. Fastball. Chopper to Sweet Chick at second. He has it. Underhand toss to Olsen at first is in time for out number 3 and a 1-2-3. First inning of work for Mac Elski as we're halfway home here at Story Field. 8-7 the Night Owls lead. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears baseball.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. DU.com. Member NCUA.
Private leak.
8-7 as we go to the bottom of the fifth here on Saturday evening at Story Field, and a new arm into the game for the Nanaimo Night Owls, leading by one. It'll be Kotaro Uchida, the Matsuyama, Japan native at a Skagit Valley College, making his 9th appearance this summer, 2-1 with a 5.26 ERA over 13 2/3 innings. Does have 2 saves as well. 19 hits, 4 walks to 8 strikeouts for the right-hander. Last time he picked up the loss against Kamloops back on July 24th. 4 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 2 walks and 1 strikeout for the right-hander as he replaces Josh Lockinen, who goes 4 here today. First pitch to John Olson. This is high and away for ball number 1. Matt Gelski gets start to his Black Bears career, a 1-2-3 top half of the 5th inning for the right-hander from Lake Oswego. Here comes the 1-0. It's a fastball on the outside corner at the knees. Counts even at 1-1. Give you the final line for Josh Lockinen here today. 4 innings, 11 hits, 7 runs. Those 11 hits a season high. The runs, 7 runs, 7 earned. It's the pitch. Fastball fouled back. It's a ball in 2 strikes. Both season highs for him. 2 walks and 3 strikeouts for the right-hander from New Mexico State. Ball and 2 strikes to John Olson. 1 for 2 today with a single and a ground out for the Western Oregon commit. He's going to have to protect Black Bears trying to get their leadoff man on for the 2nd straight inning. 1-2. Fastball, a chopper up the third base line. Hendricks able to knock it down in front of him, and he can't pick it up. They're going to call it an error on Cody Hendricks. So the first error for Nanaimo here today, as now the tying run is on. And John Olson over at first. It'll be Louis Albrecht with the opportunity. He got the party started back in the 4th with a leadoff single. Black Bears putting up 4 in the bottom of the 4th to make this a 1-run game. Uchida working out of the stretch. Comes set, working from the first base side of the rubber. First pitch to Albrecht. A fastball at the end of the bat. A warm burner Ostrander to second for 1. The relay to first is in time. A 6-4-3 twin killing. And there's 2 gone for Seth Sweetchick.
Bring up the second baseman, number 32, Seth Sweetchick.
Sweetchick, 2 hits for him today with an RBI for the Nevada Wolfpack. He digs in from the right side, 2 outs and nobody on. First pitch from Uchida. It's a breaking ball, a half-hearted swing, rolled up the first base line and ends up a few inches to the right of the first base bag for strike number 1. RBI single back in the 2nd, picking up number 5 for Sweetchick this year, and then singled an inning ago, coming in the score for the 12th time this season. 1. Fastball. This is just low. 1-1 the count here to the Black Bears 8-hitter. Sweetchick an RBI in 4 out of his last 5. This is first multi-hit game this summer. Pitch. Foul straight back. Sweetchick right on it. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Uchida is ready. The 1-2. Change up the motion as he goes with the sidearm, and he fools Sweet Chick as he swings through it for strike number 3. And Kotaro Uchida faces the minimum here in the bottom of the 5th inning as the Black Bears, no runs on no hits, 1 error, and no runners left on base through 5 at Story Field. It's 8-7 in favor of Nanaimo. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year.
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Aaron Marsh to lead things off against Mac Alski as the first pitch. A chopper right back to Alski. He'll take a few steps towards first and an underhand toss to Olson for out number 1. So 1 pitch and 1 out for Mac Alski in the top of the 6th inning. Nanaimo leading 8-7. Now with 1 gone as Marsh is retired for the first time today. And they'll bring in Tim Hollick, the designated hitter. 4 up and 4 down for Mac Alski in his Black Bears debut. Off to a good start for the right-hander as Tim Hollick digs in. Has been on base 3 times today. 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch and an RBI. First pitch is a breaking ball over the heart of the plate for strike number 1. 15 runs, 21 hits, and 2 errors combined between the two sides here in game number 2. Yeah, 1. Breaking ball off the end of the bat, rolled on the left side, past the dive of Hovland, but Bozette has it, a throw on the run, and the scoop by Olson, but it's not in time. Bob Jamak says that Olson came off of the bag, and so an infield single for Tim Hollick, who now is 3 for 3 today and has been on base 4 times. He's on with 1 out for Marcus Steen.
Now batting right fielder number 10, Marcus Steen.
Ball really in no man's land, perfectly placed as Alex Brady starts to warm up for the Black Bears out in the left field bullpen. 1 out and a runner over at first. Marcus Steen at the dish. First pitch. He's swinging, slaps it in the left for a base hit. Steen wasting no time. Hollick will stop at second. 2 consecutive singles after Elski got the first 4 that he faced out of the bullpen. So now 2 on with 1 gone for Cody Hendricks.
And that's going to bring up third baseman number 38, Cody Hendricks.
Steen now 1 for 1 today with 2 walks and a sac fly and a pair of RBIs. Here's Cody Hendricks. 2 RBIs, single back in the 3rd, was hit in the 4th. First pitch from Elski. It's a breaking ball outside for ball number 1. Elski trying to do his job, keeping this a 1-run game. Black Bears brought the minimum to the plate in the bottom of the 5th. Against the new arm into the game, Kotaro Uchida, the 1-0. There's a strike on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Hendricks, 1 for 2. Went down looking back to end the top of the 1st. Now to 9 RBIs on the year for the Cal State Bakersfield Roadrunner. The 1-1. Breaking ball down and away. Nice block by Albrecht. On the slider, plus count for Hendricks up 2-1. 1 for 4 now in the series. The Nanaimo third baseman hitting .255 coming into tonight. 2-1. Breaking ball just misses down and away. Now 3-1. Base open, Dylan Joyce, the first baseman, in the on-deck circle for the Night Owls. Elski gets his sign and comes set. 3-1. Fastball over the heart of the plate, called for strike number 2. And it's a full count here to Cody Hendricks. Hollick at second, Steen at first. As Nanaimo looking for some insurance. This game, a completely different trajectory from what we saw last night. Payoff pitch. Fastball chop foul to third base line. We'll do it again. The 18 runs for the Black Bears last night on 18 hits, shutting out Nanaimo. Only allowing 5 hits, but tonight Nanaimo 8 runs on 12 hits. Offense has come to life for this Night Owls team. Was hitting .239 coming into this evening. Another payoff pitch coming up. Here it is. Fastball, a chopper to Bozette. This could be 2. To second for 1. The relay to first. In time! A nice pick by John Olson at first as it's a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play as Elski is able to roll 2. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on for Nanaimo in the top of the 6th. We head to the bottom half of the 6th here at Story Field. 8-7, the Night Owls lead. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game. Whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care, Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams.
A 6-4-3 double play. Brock Bozette to Seth Sweetchick to John Olson to end the threat in the top of the 6th for Nanaimo as now the Black Bears trailing by 1, 8-7. Have 9-1-2 to up against Kotaro Uchida. Brock Bozette to lead things off. First pitch. He shows bunt, pulls it back as it's called on the outside corner for strike number 1. Mac Elski threw 2 shutout innings in relief so far today. The 0-1 bounced in the dirt, counts even at 1-1. Kotaro Uchida trying to match him for the right-hander from Matsuyama, Japan. Uchida, his longest outings this year is the 1-1. A fastball fouled off on the right side. 1-2 now the count. 3 innings, he did it twice. First against Edmonton back on July 1st, where he allowed only 2 hits, picking up the save and punching out 3. And then 3 innings against Victoria, where he got the win, allowing 1 run and 4 hits. The pitch, breaking ball, just misses inside, counts even at 2-2. Uchida, when he came in to warm up in the middle of the 5th, first pitch he threw was from a sidearm slot. But has primarily come with over the top, except the last pitch to Seth Sweetchick, the 2-2. Bounces 5 feet in front of home plate, and it's a full count to the 9-hitter Brock Bozette. 2 for 2 today with a single and a double and an RBI. Great series for Brock so far. Now 6 for 7. Payoff pitch. He's able to fight it back on a breaking ball, and we'll do it again. Sam Cann, leadoff man, on deck for the Black Bears. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Cowlitz trying to come back from 5 runs down here this evening. Uchida's payoff pitch again. Oh, watch out. That one got Bozette in the helmet. The second time this week, Brock Bozette's been hit in the head. But he's fine as he makes his way down to first. He's on for the third time today. And the leadoff man is on for the top of the order in Sam Canton.
And now batting, left fielder number
Fourth time today, the Black Bears have had their leadoff man on. As Sam Canton will dig in from the left side. Tying run on base, go-ahead run at the plate in the bottom of the sixth with no outs. 0 for 1 day for Sam Canton. First pitch. He leaves at the top of the zone for strike number 1. Struck out his first time up, then 2 consecutive sac flies for Canton. Now with 2 RBIs on the day, up to 16 this season. Quick look over at first. Bozette just able to get back in under the tag of Dylan Joyce. Now 5 RBIs in the series for Canton. Another look. Oh, that was close over at first. Joyce thought he had Bozette. But Brock just able to get back in. 7 for 7 on stolen bases this season for Brock Bozette. Had one back in the 4th. Uchida set at the chest, the 0-1. Breaking ball nowhere close, high and away. It's 1-1. Canton hitting his last 3, trying to make that 4 for him. Picked up his first RBI since July 17th back on Wednesday. It's the 1-1. Fastball just misses inside. The catcher, Kobe Sandstrom, holding there for a couple extra seconds for home plate umpire Scott Ginger. Two multi-RBI games in a row now for the Gonzaga Bulldog. That's another look. As Bozette back in, third time this at bat that Uchida's thrown over. Can tell that Brock Bozette is in his head. Plus count for Canton. 2-1. Fastball hit sharply through the right side for a base hit. Bozette will stop at second as Steen gets it back in with a throw all the way into third. But Sam Canton now up to a 4-game hit streak for the Port Orchard, Washington native. The first 2 are on for the Black Bears, and it'll be Callan Halverson with the opportunity.
And now batting the right fielder.
Halverson picking up his first hit in the series, his last time up with an RBI single down the left field line. We'll dig in with a chance to tie this game up or potentially even give the Black Bears the lead. Bozette at second, Canton at first. Speed on the base pass, so anything down the line or into the gaps, Canton has a chance at scoring from first. First pitch. Breaking ball, softly sent down the right field line. Marcus Steen into foul territory. He'll make the grab. Bozette's going to tag from second. The throw is cut off. And now we'll put runners on the corners here with 1 out after the Callan Halverson fly out. It'll be Caden McGee with the opportunity.
Now batting the designated hitter number 16. This is
McGee, a 2 RBI double. And his last plate appearance back in the 4th. He's 2 for 3 today. Multi-hit performances in 5 out of his last 8 for the Tucson, Arizona native. First pitch he sees from Uchida, misses high and in as he has to turn out of the way. It's 1-0, 8-7. You're in the bottom of the 6th for now. 1 out and runners on the corners. McGee up to a 5-game hit streak with RBIs in his last 4. The 1-0. He takes on the inside corner. It's 1-1. Second multi-RBI game here today for Caden McGee, who's now reached in his last 9. Uchida set the 1-1. Breaking ball, McGee fouls it off down the right field line. It's 1-2. Big opportunity for Cowlitz. 4 unanswered runs for the Black Bears. Those 4 coming in the bottom of the 4th. Bozette off at third. Canton with the lead over at first with Joyce holding him on. And right on cue, Uchida will step off and fake a throw to first. The right-hander from Japan Working from the first base side of the rubber, his 1-2. Fastball high and in, and it looks like that one got McGee on the hands. So McGee will reach for the third time today. It will load the bases for Nick Hovland. He has another opportunity at a grand slam. Had one in the bottom of the first last night, and now with the chance to do it again. One out and the bases full of Black Bears. Nick Hovland will dig in, with Cowlitz trailing by 1 in the bottom of the 6th. Hovland today is 1 for 3. Single hit hard back up the middle his last time up. The pitch. Fastball at the knees for strike number 1. Hovland now 4 for 7 in the series. Had a chance at an RBI his last time up. He did his part, but JT Sokolov had different plans, gunning out Cade McGee at the plate. The 0-1. Breaking ball sent high in the air to left center. On the run is Jackson. He will make the grab. Tagging from third is Brock Bozette. He will score, and we are tied up at 8 as Cowlitz has put up 5 unanswered to knot us up with 2 gone here in the bottom of the 6th. 5th RBI of the series for Nick Hovland, and has an RBI in 5 out of his last 6. And now Ben Ziegler with the chance to give the Black Bears the lead.
The center fielder, number 26, Ben Ziegler.
He's got 2 Gonzaga Bulldogs on the base paths. Canton at second and McGee over at first. With 2 outs in an 8-8 ball game in the bottom of the 6th. A righty-on-lefty matchup as Uchida takes a look back at Canton. The first pitch. Ziegler leaves low for ball number 1. Ben 1 for 1 with 2 walks and a single for him. Now 2 for 2 in this series with 5 free passes. He has yet to been held off the base paths. The 1-0. Fastball misses low once again. It's 2-0. Alex Brady was warming up in the top half of this inning. Have not seen him throw. As some motion starts to get going out in the right field bullpen for Nanaimo. 2-0. Fouled off on the left side. Ziegler jammed. It's 2-1. Ziegler, a rocket back up the middle in the 4th, but Nick Hovland was thrown out at the plate by JT Sokolov once again. 2 straight outfield assists for Sokolov to end things in that 4-run bottom of the 4th. 2-1. High and away. It's 3-1. Ziegler looking for his 2nd consecutive 3-walk night. Good chance here for him. Base open, though, for Nanaimo here in this bottom of the 6th. The 3-1. Fastball. This one hit hard into right center, and it's down for a base hit. Canton will score. McGee on his horse. He's rounding third. Here he comes to the plate. The relay throw in time. Another perfect relay and perfect outfield assist by the Nanaimo NightOwls, but Cowlitz able to take the lead on the RBI base knock by Ben Ziegler. Cowlitz now leads 9-8 as we head to the final 3 frames here at Story Field. We'll step aside. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard.
Just call the guard, that's Weather Guard. Weather Guard!
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Cowlitz leading 9-8 after they put up 2 in the bottom of the 6th. Had a chance at 3, but it went JT Sokolov to Garrett Ostrander to Kobe Sandstrom as Cade McGee was thrown out trying to score all the way from first as it keeps it a one-run game. Sam Canton did score on the RBI double by Ben Ziegler to give the Black Bears the lead. So we head to the top of the 7th. And a new arm into the game for the Black Bears. It'll be the southpaw, the Central Washington commit, and the Longview native, Alex Brady, making his 15th appearance, 1-1 with a 4.58 ERA. 17 2/3 for the lefty. 17 hits with 6 walks to 19 strikeouts. Last time he threw was back on Wednesday in the 10-4 win for the Black Bears. Inning and 2/3, 4 hits, 1 run with 1 strikeout for Brady. As now he's pitching with the lead. He's got the bottom 3 of the Nanaimo order. Dylan Joyce, Kobe Sandstrom, and JT Sokolov. 17 runs, 25 hits, and 2 errors between these two sides here on Saturday night in Game 2. Joyce, the first baseman, digs in from the right side. First pitch from Brady, a fastball. A soft liner just out of the reach of the leaping try by Seth Sweetchick, and it's a leadoff single for Dylan Joyce. The tying run now on base with the go-ahead run coming to the plate, and Kobe Sandstrom. Joyce wasting no time. He's now 2 for 4. So he picks up his 7th multi-hit game, and Kobe Sandstrom will dig in. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts and a hit by pitch for him. First pitch from Brady misses upstairs for ball number 1. Mac Elski, his final line in his first outing as a Black Bear. It was a good one. 2 innings, 2 hits. No walks, no strikeouts, and no runs for the LCC Red Devil. The 1-0 just outside. 2-0 now the count. Sandstrom, the freshman from Skagit Valley College in Mount Vernon, Washington. First appearance for him since Thursday, where he picked up his first hit in 4 games. 2-0. On the outside corner at the knees with the heater, it's 2-1. This game has featured a little bit of everything. The only thing we're missing is the long ball. 2-1. Foul tipped into the glove and held on to by Louis Albrecht. It's 2-2. Sandstrom's already struck out twice today. Now to 11 in 12 games for him. Brady trying to make it 12 Ks in 12 games. 2-2. Fouled off, and we'll do it again. JT Sokolov, the center fielder, in the on-deck circle. 0 for 3 today for him, but he has been a part of a couple of outfield assists, cutting down big runs at the plate. Brady comes set at the chest. Pitch in the dirt, and it's a full count. A nice block by Albrecht, being able to swallow that one up, and it's a full count now to the catcher for Nanaimo. Do not want to allow the free pass after the leadoff man reached. Here's a payoff pitch. Fastball sent high in the air into right. Callan Halverson over towards the line. He'll make the grab just in fair territory for out number 1. So Brady gets Sandstrom to fly out, who's now 0 for 3 today, as that'll bring up JT Sokolov with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning, and Callan's leading 9-8. Update from Bend. 16 runs combined scored in the 2nd inning between the Bend Elks and the Portland Pickles. Bend now leads 12-8 in the top of the third. First pitch to Sokolov. This is just low for ball number 1. 20 runs over 2 innings. We have 17 over 6+ here at Story Field. What a game going on there in Bend. 2 strikeouts and a flyout for the 9-hitter. The pitch, fastball slapped right back up the middle for a base hit. Joyce will stop at second on the single from the 9-hitter JT Sokolov. It's now 2 on with 1 gone for the top of the order and Toby Jackson. Second hit of the series for Sokolov. Now is a hit in 6 out of his last 9.
Back to the top of the order. This is the left fielder.
Toby Jackson,
Toby Jackson.
the switch hitter, will dig in from the right side. 1 out, runners on first and second. Tying run in the go-ahead run on base for the Night Owls. As Brady comes set, the first pitch. Fastball. Backs up Jackson. It's 1-0. 2 for 4 so far today for Jackson. Pair of singles in his first 2 plate appearances, then 2 consecutive groundouts to John Olson. Corners playing in for the Black Bears, expecting bunt. With the middle infield playing at double play depth. Brady takes a look back at Joyce, the 1-0. Fouled off on the right side, counts even at 1-1. Black Bears need a Portland Pickles win to help them out. Portland getting 1 back, now 12-9. But Jackson here today, good day for him so far. 8th multi-hit game for him. And now a hit in 4 out of his last 5. The lefty from Longview, working from the first base side of the rubber, set the 1-1. Fastball bounced into the dirt. Louis Albrecht, a nice job sliding over to his glove side. But a plus count now for Jackson. 17 RBIs on the year for him. He's got number 18 standing on at second, and it's a big one. 2-1. Fastball hit hard but foul up the first base line. It's 2-2. 27 strikeouts over 30 games for Jackson this year. The Hawaii Rainbow Warrior commit. Finished up high school this past year at Hilo. And now playing for Nanaimo. 2-2, a fastball liner. It's down in the left for a base hit. Joyce is going to get the green light. Here comes the throw from Ken as the runner Joyce put on the brakes at the last second as he retreats back to third. So it's a single for Toby Jackson, his third of the day, and it loads the bases. We were about to have another runner thrown out at home. But Greg Frady able to put up the stop sign at the last second as now the bases are loaded for the 2-hitter Garrett Ostrander here with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. 3 of the first 4 Brady has faced tonight have picked up singles. Garrett Ostrander's 1 for 4 today, a single back in the 4th. A lefty on righty matchup as Brady comes set. The first pitch. Fastball low for ball number 1. When Nanaimo's had the bases loaded earlier on today, you go back to that 4th inning. It was a walk and then a hit batter that brought in 2 for the Night Owls against Jay Schuler. Also had the bases loaded back in the 3rd where the pitch, this is high and in. 2-0 the count. Brady, the most hits he's given up in an outing was 4. He's given up 3 so far today. Those 4, his last time out against Wenatchee. 2-0. Down and in. 3-0 now the count. Nowhere to put him if you're Alex Brady. He's got to come to Garrett Ostrander here. Fly out, strike out, the single, and a ground out. Brady trying to roll a ground ball, the 3-0. There's a strike on the inside corner. It's 3-1. After an 18-0 loss last night, this Nanaimo Night Owls team has responded in game number 2. The 3-1 low for ball number 4, and we are tied once again. Joyce comes in to score as Ostrander picks up the RBI, and that will bring out Alan Embry from the third base dugout as he comes out to talk to the lefty, Alex Brady. The bases remain loaded here with only one out, and Aaron Marsh coming to the plate. Embry just coming out to talk to Brady. Usually when Embry comes out of dugout, it's to make a pitching change, but Embry coming out now to talk to the lefty. As Embry now will make his way back to the third base dugout. So here we go. Bases still loaded with one out in the top of the 7th inning. Tied up at 9 here at Story Field. It'll be Aaron Marsh. He'll have the opportunity, giving the Nanaimo the lead once again. He's 3 for 4 today with an RBI. That came back in the first on a double. Brady will now step off and reset for the initial offering. Marsh halfway done with the cycle. 2 singles and a double for him. First pitch from Brady. It's a fastball called on the inside corner at the knees for strike number 1. Sokolov at third, Jackson at second, and Ostrander at first. If Nanaimo ends up winning this one, you have to remember JT Sokolov being part of 3 assists at the plate. The 0-1. Marsh behind on it. It's 0-2. Brady responding right after the mound visit from Alan Embry. He's looking for a punch out. It'd be a big one. He has his sign and is ready. The 0-2. Cut on a miss for strike number 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Aaron Marsh, and there's 2 gone. Big punch out there for Brady as he looks to keep this damage limited at 1. Tim Hollick, the designated hitter, with 2 outs and the bases loaded. He's 3 for 3 today with an RBI. All 3 hits singles. Was also hit by a pitch back in the 4th. 9-9 your score here in the top of the 7th. First pitch from Brady. Fastball pops straight back. It's 0-1. You have to wonder what Alan Embry said to Alex Brady in that mound visit. Since then, 4 straight strikes and a strikeout. And now he's ahead in the count. 0-1 against Hollick. Pitch. Fastball hit sharply past the dive of Bozette into left for a base hit. Sokolov will score. Coming home to the plate is the runner from second, Jackson, and the throw by Canton is in time. What a throw by Canton. What a fake out by Louis Albrecht at the dish. The runner in Jackson had no idea that the throw was coming. He came in standing, and Albrecht applied the tag. Canton with the second outfield assist, but Nanaimo do take the lead on the RBI single by Tim Hollick as it's time to stretch here at Story Field. Nanaimo back in front 10-9. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Here at Fiber Federal Credit Union, we're just like any other family. Sometimes you like getting together for a big old family shindig. Other times it would be really great if that family shindig could just be virtual. At Fiber Federal, we always love seeing you at any of our 16 locations, but don't feel like you need to see us face-to-face all the time. With online and mobile banking, mobile deposits, our nationwide network of ATMs, and 24/7 call center, you can visit us anytime, anywhere. And now, several locations feature ITMs with virtual representatives for basic transactions, like withdrawals, cash and check deposits, transfers, loan payments, and balance inquiries. That saves you time for more important things, like seeing your mother in person. She told us to say that. Fiber Federal Credit Union. We're kind of like a family, only we're a credit union. FiberCU.com. Member NCUA.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
We got a wild one going to the bottom of the 7th here at Storyfield. Nanaimo leading 10-9. It could be 11-9, but Sam Canton, his second outfield assist here tonight, as he was able to cut down Toby Jackson at the plate. First pitch to John Olson for the new arm. Hayden Wilcox is a fastball that misses high for ball number 1. Hayden Wilcox relieves Kotaro Uchida. It lasted 2 innings here tonight. The pitch cut on and missed by Olson on a ball in the dirt. Counts even at 1-1. Uchida out of the pen. 2 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, with no walks and a strikeout for the Matsuyama, Japan native. Hayden Wilcox now into this game. 11th appearance on the year for the Victoria, British Columbia native. It's the 1-1. A breaking ball misses above the zone. 2 balls and a strike now. An 11.93 ERA, 1-1 over 14 1/3 innings for the Wheeling Jesuit product. Last time he threw was on Wednesday. The pitch, low with the heater. It's 3-1. Went 1 inning, 3 walks and a strikeout against Bellingham in the 8-7 victory for this Nanaimo NightOwls team. Black Bears chasing 1. Here in the bottom of the 7th, the pitch, fastball, misses high for ball number 4. So leadoff walk for John Olson, as it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Louis Albrecht. It's going to be Alec Arnone. So that will end the day for Louis, as now Alec Arnone replaces him in the 7th spot. Arnone will also take over behind the plate. So leadoff walk, John Olson stands over at first as Alan Embry goes to the bench for the first time today. And it looks like he's going to go to the bench for the second time here, as Brady Majeski is going to pinch run for John Olson, who ends his day reaching 3 times, going 1 for 3 with a walk, a single, and reached by an error.
Number 15, Brady Majeski.
Majeski committing yesterday to Corbin University down in Salem, Oregon. Leaving Mount Hood, he's now a Corbin Warrior. Speed now over at first, as Alec Arnone will dig into the plate. 2 for 4 last night with a double and a walk for the San Diego Christian College product. No outs, the tying run at first. Go ahead run at the plate for the Black Bears. First pitch from Wilcox, a fastball yanked down and away for ball number 1. Arnone hitting .278 over 33 games, 9 doubles, a triple, and 3 home runs to go along with 20 RBIs. 1-0. He leaves down and away. 2-0 now the count. A hit in 5 out of his last 6 for Arnone, dating back to game number 2 against Corvallis. The pitch called on the inside corner. It's 2-1. Wilcox now 14 walks over a 14 1/3 for the right-hander. He had 3 his last time out. Pitch cut on and miss. Arnone out in front. It's 2-2. Wilcox has allowed a walk in all but 1 appearance this year. That was June 27th against Port Angeles. Majeski leads off of first with a 2-2 pitch coming up. Here it is. Fastball sent in the air to right on a line. Steen will make the grab for out number 1. A good piece there by Arnone on the outside fastball, but it hangs up for Marcus Steen to run it down, as now there's one gone for Seth Sweetchick. Good day at the plate for Seth, 2 for 3. Struck out his last time up in his first plate appearance against Kotaro Uchida. First pitch he sees from Wilcox is a fastball in the outside corner, called for strike number 1. What a game it's been here today. A look over at first as Majeski's back in with a dive. But 19 runs, 29 hits, and 2 errors in this one. Back and forth, these two teams have gone. Both teams have led multiple times as the 0-1 pitch fouled off and out of play. It's 0-2. Sweetchick, an RBI single back in the second, a single in that 4-run fourth, and then the strikeout later on. He's now got to protect as he will call time before the 0-2 offering from Wilcox. Black Bears, if Bend is able to win tonight, this is a must-win for Cowlitz. The 0-2 once again, it's high and in with the heater. Sweetchick able to lay off. A ball and 2 strikes. Not saying it's over if the Black Bears lose tonight, but it'll make things a whole lot tougher. If Ben wins and the Black Bears lose, the lead would be 5.5 with 7 to play. The 1-2, check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says Bob Jamak. As Sweetchick strikes out for the second time, and there's now 2 gone for Brock Bozette. Wilcox, after the 5-pitch walk, settling in as that will bring in Brock Bozette. 2 outs, a runner at first. Brock Bozette's been on base all 3 times today, a double, a single, and then was hit in the head his last time up. Wilcox sent at the chest, the first pitch. Bozette, a ground ball to the third baseman, Hendricks. He has it, will fire a missile across the diamond for out number 3, and the side is retired. So Wilcox able to get around a leadoff walk as the Black Bears, no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Through 7 here at Story Field, Black Bears trailing at 10-9. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess. And Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year,
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
Top 8 at Story Field, 10-9. The Nanaimo NightOwls lead over the Cowlitz Black Bears. As a new arm into the game, it will be Skylar Manalski making his league-leading 21st appearance, 2-3 with a 4.88 ERA over 27 2/3 innings for the Sidewinder from Shoreline, Washington. Went 2 1/3, picking up the win back on Thursday in Wenatchee, where he gave up 4 hits, allowing 1 unearned run. First batter he faces Marcus Steen as the fastball misses outside for ball ball number 1. Couple of defensive changes for the Black Bears. Moving from third to first is Nick Hovland. Coming into the game at third is Nick Miller. As the pitch, a fastball, a high chopper back up the middle. Sweet Chick will let it go for Bozette, and just flicks off of the glove of Bozette and skips into center. Another one right back up the middle. That is a tough play. And they're going to call it a base hit for Marcus Steen, who is now on for the 4th time in a row. Also staying in the game is Alec Arnone after he pinch hit for Louis Ulbrich back in the bottom of the 7th inning. Brady Majeski came in as a pinch runner for John Olson. He's now out of the game with Miller now in at third and Hovland moving over to first. No outs and a runner over at first here in the top of the 8th inning. 10-9, the Night Owls leading. First pitch to Cody Hendricks. This is down and away for ball number 1. Give you the final line for Alex Brady. 1 inning, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk and 1 strikeout for the Central Washington commit. The 1-0 from Manelski. Fastball caught on the outside corner. It's 1-1. Cody Hendricks, the third baseman, been on base twice today. He's 1 for 3 with a strikeout. The pitch. Good spot, just a little low there from Manelski. A plus count now for the 6-hitter for Nanaimo. It's 2-1. Manelski comes set. Here's the 2-1. A fastball, a chopper. Once again, Hovland slips as it's in the 4-hole. Sweet Chick is there to field it, but he's not going to have a play as Hovland stumbled on the turf. And so now the first 2 are on here on the Nanaimo looking for insurance. 2 infield singles lead it off from the 5 and 6 hitters for the Night Owls, and now will be Dylan Joyce.
And now batting first baseman number 25, Dylan Joyce.
Joyce will dig in. 2 for 4. For the University of Puget Sound product, his 7th multi-hit game here this year. Manelski trying to work out of a jam. Here with no outs in the top of the 8th. First pitch, fastball on the outside corner at the knees. It's 0-1. Manelski, the 5th arm into the game for the Black Bears. It started with Brandon Wedge, who went 3 innings. An inning from Jay Schuler, 2 shutout innings from Mac Elski. And then Alex Brady in the top of the 7th. The pitch, fastball just a little low. It's 1-1. Joyce was 1 for 8 in the series against Bellingham. Has now doubled that hit total in 4 at-bats here on Saturday night. 1-1. Called on the outside corner at the belt. It's 1-2. Kobe Sandstrom, the catcher, on deck. Manelski now with the chance to get these bottom 3 in the order. Top half of the order, specifically the top 4. Wreaked havoc. The pitch, fouled off on the right side, and we'll do it again. A strikeout back in the 4th for Joyce against Jay Schuler. Twelve of the 18 hits for Nanaimo have come from the top 4 in the order. The 1-2. A slider rolled foul at the first base line, and we'll do it again. 6 of the 9 batters today for Nanaimo have multi-hit games. Tim Holk has 4. The cleanup man for this Night Owls team. Manelski in a battle here against the first baseman, Dylan Joyce. Led things off back an inning ago against Alex Brady. The 1-2. The sinker once again. A high chopper that ends up over the Nanaimo dugout of the first base line. An update from Bend. Well, what would you know? They're tied up at 13 in the top of the 4th inning at Bend. Both teams with 8 spots in the second in that one. Both teams with 4 spots as well. The shortstop, Bozette, flashes in at second. Checking on the runner, Steen, as Manelski steps off. Joyce awaiting the 1-2 once again. Here it is. Front door slider. Able to be fought back, and I'll do it again. Joyce with 13 RBIs this season for the San Rafael, California native. Had 41 this past year for the University of Puget Sound. Was an all-region first-team selection by D3 Baseball. An All-Northwest Conference first team. A back pick to second as the throw almost gets away from Bozette, but the runner Steen takes off towards third. And so Marcus Steen, a nice job on the base paths. Manelski going back to second with the pickoff attempt, but Steen able to take off towards third as he's in there. So now it's runners on the corners with another 1-2 pitch coming up here in the top of the 8th inning. Dylan Joyce trying to get Nanaimo some insurance, but Skylar Manelski trying to work his way out of a jam. A good place to start will be trying to win this battle against Dylan Joyce. The 1-2 once again. There goes the runner. It's foul tipped into the glove and held on to by Arnone. Hendricks will take second, but Manelski gets a big punch out as now there's one gone, but 2 runners in scoring position in this top of the 8th inning. And it'll be Kobe Sandstrom with the opportunity.
And now batting the catcher, number 22, Kobe Sandstrom.
Sandstrom will dig in. Hitless on the day for him. Has reached once. He was hit back in the third, but 2 strikeouts and a flyout for the Skagit Valley product. Infield in for the Black Bears. First pitch from Skyler. A fastball, a chopper back up the middle and through for a base hit. Steen will score. Rounding third and heading for home is Hendricks. Here comes the throw to the plate. The tag by Arnone, and it's in time. Ben Ziegler joining Sam Canton with an outfield assist here tonight. Another runner cut down at the plate here in this ball game as the one run does score as Nanaimo leads by 2, but Ben Ziegler able to keep it at 3 as Cody Hendricks is thrown at the plate for the second time here today. But Sandstrom picks up an RBI. He now stands over at first with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. 6 outfield assists in this ball game. First pitch. Just misses outside for ball number 1 at JT Sokolov. A single his last time up against Alex Brady. He's 1 for 4 here today. Sandstrom leads off of first. No stolen bases for him this summer. The pitch. Cut on and miss. Sokolov behind on it. It's 1-1. Sokolov has been a part or has cut down 3 runners at the plate tonight. That's the difference in a Black Bears lead to a deficit trailing by 3. The 1-1. A slider. He taps it foul around home plate, and it's 1-2. So after the 2 leadoff singles, Manelski trying to keep this damage at 1. Sam Canton with 2 runners gunned down at the plate. Ben Ziegler joining him. Manelski stares in and comes set. The 1-2. Another chopper. This one right back to the mound for Manelski. Yes, it's got to be quick. He'll zip it over to first in time for out number 3, and the side is retired. But Nanaimo able to tack on an insurance run as they score 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and they leave 1 runner left on base. We head to the bottom of the 8th here in Longview. Black Bears at the top of the order coming up when we come back. It's 11-9 in favor of the Night Owls. You're listening to Callant's Black Bears Baseball.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
Call the guard, that's weather guard.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
When it rains cats in St. Bernard's.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
We'll keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
577-7200.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
If you need a roof, don't look too hard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Just call the guard, that's weather guard.
Weather guard!
Listen up, baseball fans. Head into Safeway to score on great deals all season long. Safeway has everyone's tailgating favorites, from fried chicken and party subs to fresh cut fruit and veggie trays and tons of easy meal options. Satisfy your whole team for the ultimate game day experience. And you can save a cartload of time with Safeway Drive Up and Go. Just shop online at Safeway.com, head to the store, and we'll bring your groceries right to your car. Safeway, sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears.
The Cowlitz Black Bears are back and ready for you at Story Field. It's another summer of family-friendly fun. Plus, the Black Bears can host your birthday party, after-work get-together, or even your nonprofit can host a night and make extra money for your organization. Create a summer of great family memories with the Cowlitz Black Bears. Don't miss a single inning of Cowlitz Black Bears baseball with special events all summer long. See the schedule online, get tickets at the gate, or right now at cowlitzblackbears.com.
Private leak. Why do I have a drip in my office and water on my desk?
Because the roof is bad. I tried to fix it myself, sir.
Didn't I tell you to call the guard?
The guard?
Yes, Private, the guard. Weather guard.
Oh, yeah. They'll keep you dry in the rain or snow. 577-7200.
They're our first defense against the weather. Now, call Weather Guard.
Sir, yes, sir.
Keep you dry in the rain or snow.
577-7200.
Weather Guard.
Nanaimo 11, Cowlitz 9. Bottom of the 8th here at Story Field. After the Night Owls able to tack on an insurance run in the top of the 8th inning. Was almost 2, but Cody Hendricks was thrown at the plate for the second time here today. 6 runners have been cut down at the plate by the outfield here this evening at Story Field as Aiden Herrick, the right-hander from Olympia, Washington, out of Georgetown University, a 4.56 ERA. He makes his 11th appearance this summer. 4-2 over 43 and a third innings, 42 hits, 13 walks to 36 strikeouts. Has made 8 starts this summer for Nanaimo. So Greg Frady going to one of his most trusted arms, trying to get what you have to think will be the final 6 outs. Top of the order for the Black Bears, here's Sam Canton, the first pitch. He's swinging and fouls it off straight back. It's 0-1. Herrick, his last time out, back on Wednesday. 2 1/3, 5 hits, 7 runs, all earned in 4 walks. Against the Bellingham Bells, gave up all 7. The pitch misses down and in. All the way to the backstop, counts even at 1-1. We can give you the final line for Hayden Wilcox here tonight. 1 inning, no hits, no runs, with 1 walk and 1 strikeout for the right-hander. The 1-1. Fastball ripped into right. Marcus Steen backing up. He leaps and he can't make the grab as this one bangs up against the wall. Canton thought it was caught. He will only be able to get to first, but that ball scorched off of the bat of Sam Canton. A big missed opportunity there for Marcus Steen. He just missed it. So a leadoff single for Canton, who's now picked up his 2nd hit here today. Good for his 12th multi-hit game this summer. The tying run down at the plate in Callan Halverson. No outs and a runner at first. Cowlitz down by 2, 11-9. Halverson is 1 for 3 today. First pitch he sees. He's swinging a line shot right at the shortstop, Ostrander. His throw to first is not in time as Can's able to get back in with a head-first dive. That ball scorched off of the bat of Callan Halverson, but he hit it right at the shortstop, Garrett Ostrander, and there's 1 gone. Unlucky there for the Guthrie, Oklahoma native. That will now bring in Cade McGee. He's reached 3 times. 2 for 3 with a pair of RBIs for the Gonzaga Bulldog. Trying to bring in his Zag teammate. First pitch he sees. Gets under a breaking ball as he pops it up in a shallow right field. Coming on to his left is Steen. He'll make the grab, and there's 2 gone. Herrick, after giving up the leadoff single to Canton, and then a line shot off of the bat of Callan Halverson, gets McGee to pop out. Another fly out to right. Here's Nick Hovland. 2 outs, a runner over at first here in the bottom of the 8th inning with Cowlitz trailing 11-9. Herrick comes set at the chest. First pitch to Hov. It's a breaking ball that misses low for ball number 1. Hovland a sac fly his last time up. Tied this ball game up as Brock Bozette came in to score. 1 for 3 day for him. The 1-0 pitch. Foul tipped into the glove and held on to by Kobe Sandstrom behind the dish. It's 1-1. Hovland, the grand slam last night. His 3rd home run on the year. Perfect time for number 4. But the Washington Husky can run into one. The pitch, a fastball bounces all the way over towards the Nanaimo dugout as it ricochets off of Kobe Sandstrom on the dirt ball. Sam Canton now in scoring position and a plus count for Nick Hovland, up 2-1. A massive run standing on at second. You'd much rather have it chasing one going into the final frame than chasing two. Looks like Travis Wees is warming up in the left field bullpen. 2-1. Fastball upstairs. Hovland able to lay off. It's 3-1. Ben Ziegler, who's been red hot at the dish, on deck if it should get to him. Hovland awaits the 3-1 as Herrick comes set at the chest. The pitch. Fastball, a chopper to Hendricks. He has it on the forehand. A little bobble, the throw in time for out number 3. Black Bears get the leadoff man on in the bottom of the 8th inning, but can't bring him around to score. As the Black Bears, no runs on one hit, no errors, a 1-runner left on base. We head to the 9th at Story Field. Cowlitz trailing 11-9. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
It's coyote season here at Cowlitz River Rigging. You might be asking yourself, what does that mean?
It means haying, cutting, mowing, moving, plowing, sowing, pushing, pulling, digging, ripping, tilling, towing season.
Coyote tractors are fuel efficient, rugged, and ready to work.
Stop in at the Grown Man's Candy Store and test drive a Coyote tractor today.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
I'm all about keeping my family driving safe. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So I insist we choose Les Schwab tires for safety services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Stuff those cheap tire centers don't offer. Because I want a backseat drive with confidence. Dad, speed check.
Hit the road safely with Les Schwab and save up to $150 when you buy select tires with financing. Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing. Limited time offer. Terms and conditions apply. See leschwab.com/sale for details.
Hi, it's Jess and Bobby checking in from the Grown Man's Candy Store. I'm sure we can all agree that Mother Nature has been a little, unpredictable this year,
To say the least, but one thing you can predict is steel's power and reliability.
At Cowlitz River Rigging, we carry a wide variety of superior steel, gas, and battery-powered equipment to get all your jobs done.
Cowlitz River Rigging.
1540 Industrial Way in Longview.
Depend on us.
We go to the 9th at Story Field. 11-9, Nanaimo in the lead. As there'll be a new arm into the game for Cal. This will be the right-hander from Missouri Western State, Travis Wees. 10th appearance for him this summer, 0-1 with a 15-12 ERA over 8 1/3 innings, 15 hits with 7 walks to 9 strikeouts for the right-hander. Last time he threw was back on Tuesday in Wenatchee. 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 run that was unearned against the Apple Sox in the 9-2 loss for the Black Bears. Trying to come in and hold this game at a 2-run lead for Nanaimo. This game has gone back and forth. 20 runs combined. 19 hits for Nanaimo, 14 for Cowlitz, with an error for each side. Toby Jackson will lead things off, followed by Garrett Ostrander and Aaron Marsh. Jackson, the switch hitter, back in from the left side after he's swinging from the right side back against Alex Brady in the 7th. Wees working from the windup. Is ready. Roxon fires the first pitch. It's a fastball upstairs for ball number 1. Wees has given up runs in 7 outings this year. The pitch. Fastball called on the inside corner at the knees. It's 1-1. Toby Jackson today 3 for 5 with 3 singles. Pitch. A breaking ball. Drops in. Over the heart of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes to the Hawaii commit, Toby Jackson. Had 3 hits in the series against Bellingham. Now 3 hits here tonight. The 1-2, a breaking ball. He fouls it straight back, and we'll do it again. Garrett Ostrander on deck in the top of the 9th inning. Nanaimo looking to add on another insurance run. Black Bears took the lead in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-2. Fastball high in the air to right. Halverson back to the track, and this one's gone. Toby Jackson, his third home run of the year. There's the insurance run for the Night Owls as they now lead 12-9. No doubter off of the bat of the incoming freshman to Hawaii. Got the fastball up and turned on it. And Nanaimo now leads by 3. Here's Garrett Ostrander with Weiss trying to bounce back after the leadoff home run. He's been on base twice today. First pitch. Breaking ball misses inside for ball number 1. Ostrander, the California native, 1 for 4. 1 out. Fastball fouled off high in the air down the right field line. It's 2-0. Black Bears now chasing 3. Here are 3 outs left to play left for this Cowlitz team. They now desperately need a win by the Portland Pickles, the 1-1 on the outside corner. It's 1-2. Ostrander, a walk that brought in a run in his last plate appearance in the 7th. The 1-2. Breaking ball, a high chopper. They'll end up over towards the Black Bears dugout. We'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Hit in his last 4 for Ostrander. The first home run since June 8th for Toby Jackson. Pitch. Breaking ball misses low. Counts even at 2-2. He hit the first home run in franchise history in West Coast League play back on May 31st against the Portland Pickles. And then got a second in Victoria. The pitch. Curveball misses outside, and it's a full count to Ostrander. His 3rd full count today. He's seen a lot of pitches here tonight. Black Bears on their 6th arm. Payoff pitch. Fastball low for ball number 4. Ostrander walks for the 2nd time today. And after the leadoff home run, the next man walks, so it's a runner on at first with no outs. That'll bring in Aaron Marsh. He digs in from the left side. 3 for 5 today. First pitch to him. Misses down and in for ball number 1. Marsh from Cochise College, the JUCO in Douglas, Arizona. 7th multi-hit game for him. 2nd 3-hit performance in his last 3, the 1 out. He leaves at the top of the zone. It's called for strike number 1. Travis Weiss, 2 long at-bats for his first 2 hitters he's faced as the 1-1 almost gets Marsh. As he dances out of the way of it, plus count 2-1 here to the Nanaimo native. Lead off at first for Ostrander, 2-1. Fastball popped up on the right side. Nick Hovland in foul territory, giving it chase. And this one's going to end up just past the far side of the Nanaimo dugout. It's 2-2. A wild game here on Saturday evening. 18-0 Cowlitz winners last night. Only 5 hits, and Nanaimo was shut out a night ago, but tonight, 12 runs on 20 hits and an error. 2-2. Cut on a miss on a ball in the dirt. It's dropped by Arnone, but Ostrander able to take second. Marsh cannot take off towards first with the runner over at first at the beginning of the pitch as Marsh strikes out for the 2nd time here today, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting the designated hitter number 27.
For Tim Hollick. Hollick will dig in. 4 hits for him today. He's reached base 5 times. Righty on righty matchup. Here's the first pitch. A fastball chop foul over towards Greg Frady. In the third base coach's box, it's 0-1. Four for 4 day with 2 RBIs for Halleck. He's coming to score once as well. Was up to the plate when the 7th came to an end. Ostrander dancing out on second. The 0-1 runs inside, and that hits Scott Ginger in the mask. Deflects away. Moving up to third is Ostrander, so another insurance run standing 90 feet away as that one deflected off of the glove of Arnone and got Scott Ginger right in the mask. Ginger will now take some time to reset. But what a game here today. Nanaimo, 2 runs in the first. Cowlitz responding with 3 runs in the second, 4 in the third for Nanaimo. They got another 2 in the top of the fourth to take an 8-3 lead. The Black Bears responding with 4 in the bottom of the fourth to make it a 1-run game. Cowlitz then taking the lead in the bottom of the sixth with 2 runs to go up 9-8. But now 3 unanswered from the Night Owls. Rather 4. Thanks to the leadoff home run by Toby Jackson, depositing one over the right field wall here at Story Field. 1-1 the count with 1 out and another run standing at third in this top of the 9th inning. This game approaching 3 hours. We got underway at 9:35 p.m. here in Longview. Rather at 6:39 p.m. here in Longview. Now the infield will come in for the Black Bears. 1-1 the count with 1 out. And Ostrander at third. Weeze comes sent. The 1-1. The curveball misses down and away. 2-1 now the count to Halleck. 6 runners thrown out at the plate. 3 for each side. Two-one. Just off the outside corner. It's 3-1. Marcus Steen, the right fielder, on deck. Every starter and every person in the lineup today for Nanaimo has a hit. The 3-1. Fastball chop foul over to the Black Bears dugout, and it's a full count for the second time this inning. Halleck trying to get on base for the 6th time. The Miles Community College product digs back in with a payoff pitch awaiting. Weeze stares in and Arnone gets the sign and comes sent. Payoff pitch. Bounced a few feet in front of home plate for ball number 4. The second walk of the inning for Weeze, and now puts runners on the corners as Halleck has now reached for the 6th time. If that's it for him today, finish today 4 for 4 with a walk and a hit by pitch. As it looks like that will be the day for him, as it looks like Greg Frady is going to opt to a pinch runner. It'll be Aiden Toklas, who started last night in right. He'll come in as a pinch runner for Tim Halleck. As now digging in will be Marcus Steen. 1 out and runners on the corners, and a 12-9 ball game in favor of the away team, Nanaimo Night Owls. This is the first ever series between the two sides. Infield remains in for Cowlitz. Now the middle infield will now move back in the double play depth. Hovland holding on the runner Toklas at first, with Ostrander off at third. First pitch from Weeze to Steen, cut on and miss. There goes the runner. The throw goes down to third, and it's almost into left field, but Nick Miller is snagged. So strike number 1, Toklas takes second. It's now 2 insurance runs standing in scoring position here in the top of the 9th inning. Wees, the righty from Vancouver, gets his sign. The infield now in. The 0-1. Breaking ball called on the inside corner to Steen. It's 0-2. He's reached 4 times today. 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 2 walks, and a sac fly. The 0-2. Fastball way upstairs. Arnone coming all the way out of the crouch to snag that one. As Steen gets back in the count at 1-2. .28 base runners today as the 1-2 cut on and miss for strike number 3. Steen retired for out number 2. Second strikeout for Wees. Now there's 2 gone, and now it'll be Cody Hendricks' turn.
Now batting third baseman number 38, Cody Hendricks.
So Wees trying to keep it at 1 here in the top of the 9th inning. Trying to get out of this jam. 1 run in off of the home run by Toby Jackson. First pitch to Hendricks, off the end of the bat, rolled to Bozette, charges in on it, fields it, the throw, the scoop by Hovland, and it's in time for out number 3, and Travis Wees able to keep the damage at 1 in the top of the 9th inning. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners left in scoring position. Black Bears with 1 last chance when we come back, trailing by 3, 12-9. They'll have 5, 6, and 7 coming up. We'll step aside. You're listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.
Your Cowlitz Black Bears are back at Story Field this summer. Get out and join your neighbors for family-friendly fun. A Black Bears baseball game is a perfect reason to meet with friends and coworkers. Black Bears baseball is made possible by Peace Health, Fiber Federal Credit Union, Pacific Tech Construction, Bob's Sporting Goods, McDonald's in Longview and Woodland, and the Bud Clariato Group. Don't miss a single inning of Black Bears baseball. Tickets at the gate or right now at CowlitzBlackBears.com.
It's baseball season, and Peace Health is excited to return as a sponsor of the Cowlitz Black Bears as they vie for the Western League Championship. Black Bears games make a great family event. Bring the whole crew to the ballpark for fresh air, sunshine, fun, friends, and all the thrills of Black Bears baseball. As the largest health provider in Cowlitz County, Peace Health is ready to step up to the plate and keep your family in the game, whether it's a routine appointment or specialty or emergency care. Peace Health and the Cowlitz Black Bears, 2 great teams.
Well, 1 last chance for Cowlitz, trailing by 3, 12-9 in the bottom of the 9th inning. It will be Ben Ziegler, Austin Smith, and Alec Arnone. Ben Ziegler to lead things off. RBI double his last time up. He's 2 for 2 with 2 walks. He'll lead things off against the right-hander from Olympia, Aiden Herrick. First pitch. Fastball high and away for ball number 1. Nanaimo getting another insurance run in the top of the 9th inning thanks to a Toby Jackson solo shot, the 1-0. Cut on and missed. Ziegler out in front. It's 1-1. What a game here tonight at Story Field. Both these teams, after an 18-0 game last night, the offenses... It's the 1-1, cut on and miss once again. A ball and 2 strikes here to Ziegler, but the offenses for these 2 sides have come to play here tonight. 12 runs on 20 hits and an error for Nanaimo. It's the pitch. Misses high and away. It's 2-2. Herrick allowed a leadoff single to Sam Canton in the 8th, but then got a line out, a fly out, and a ground out from 2, 3, and 4. 2-2. Breaking ball, got him looking for strike number 3. Ziegler rung up. The Black Bears are down to their final 2 outs in game number 2. Here's Austin Smith. First plate appearance for him today. As he will dig in. Cowlitz trying to keep their playoff hopes alive. It wouldn't be it if they lost tonight. They would need some help from Portland against Bend. And a wild one there in the middle innings in Bend. First pitch to Austin Smith. A fastball called on the inside corner for strike number 1. Pinch hit last night for Smith, going 1 for 2. The pitch, this is down and in, counts even at 1-1. The San Diego Toro hitting .269. Double last night for him off of his high school teammate in Grant MacArthur. Both his at-bats came against high school teammates last night. The 1-1. He lays off a changeup down and in. Plus count now for Smith, up 2-1. Tense moments here. It's the pitch. Fastball. Called. It's 2-2. Smith will now have to protect. Here's the 2-2. Way outside. That one for sure a ball, and it's a full count. Smith just trying to get on to get the line started. Alec Arnone sits on deck. Herrick working from the windup. His payoff pitch. Inside and low for ball number 4. The Black Bears have life here in the bottom of the 9th as Austin Smith is able to draw the walk. Alec Arnone will now get the opportunity with 1 out and a runner over at first. A fly out for him. Pinch hitting for Louis Albrecht back in the bottom of the 7th. He digs in from the right side. You're with 1 out and a runner over at first. First pitch to Arnone. He's swinging. Pops it straight back for strike number 1. 12-9 with 1 out. In the bottom of the 9th here at Story Field. 21 combined runs, 34 combined hits. And this wild game number 2. Both teams have led multiple times. The 0-1. Arnone lays off a breaking ball in the dirt, counts even at 1-1. Arnone with 13 extra base hits this year and 20 RBIs. 9 doubles and 3 home runs for him. The 1-1 pitch. He's out in front of a slider. He'll have to protect down 1-2. Seth Sweetchick on deck here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Does Cowlitz have some 9th inning magic here on Saturday evening? The 1-2 pitch. Arnone's able to lay off down and away. It's 2-2. Herrick looking for the save. He comes set. The 2-2 pitch. Fastball called at the knees for strike number 3. And the Black Bears are down to their final out.
And now batting the second baseman, number 32.
And now it comes down to Seth Sweetchick. With 2 outs and a runner over at first.
Make some noise, fans. Here we go.
He digs in against the right-hander Aiden Herrick, who comes set at the chest. Time called before the first offering by Sweetchick. Herrick still fired at home. But now we'll do the first pitch of the at-bat once again. Cowlitz needs to get another on to bring the tying run to the plate. Austin Smith walked on a full count. He stands at first. Herrick looking for his first save on the year. First pitch. Sweetchick swings at a slider down and away. It's 0-1. Seth today 2 for 4 with an RBI, pair of singles, and a pair of strikeouts for the Nevada Wolfpack. Trying to keep this game going. Pitch. He's just able to lay off a ball in the dirt. It skips over towards the Black Bears dugout as Austin Smith advances up to second. It'll be a count even at 1-1 with a runner in scoring position as they appeal and they say Sweetchick did not go around. Seth Sweetchick, the bat has come to life for him this week. Cannot tie it with one swing of the bat, just needs to keep this line moving. Trying to win this battle against the right-hander Aiden Herrick, the 1-1. Fastball fouled straight back. Cowlitz down to their final out this evening. Sweetchick will now have to battle. 1-2 the count with 2 outs in a 12-9 ball game in favor of Nanaimo. They're looking to force a rubber game here tomorrow and potentially play spoilers to this Cowlitz Black Bears team. Sweetchick calls time. (14-14) in the top of the 6th in Bend. Black Bears down to their final strike. Herrick takes a look back at second. The 1-2 pitch. A slider sent in the air to left center. This one falling fast. A dive by Sokolov. Did he make the grab? Yes, he did. And that's your ball game. The Nanaimo Night Owls, after being shut out last night, bounce back in game number 2 and take the second game of this series by a final score of 12-9. A wild game here in game number 2. Both teams led multiple times, but Nanaimo coming out with the victory here on Saturday evening at Story Field. 12 runs on 20 hits in an error for the Black Bear for Nanaimo. 9 runs on 14 hits and an error for the Black Bears. The win today will go to Kotaro Uchida, and the loss goes to Alex Brady as Aiden Herrick picks up the save in a game that took over 3 hours and 10 minutes here at Story Field. 3 hours and 10 minutes to be exact here on Saturday evening in Longview. This one hurts the Black Bears' playoff hopes. And now all their attention will turn to Bend, where they're in the bottom of the 6th between the Elks and the Pickles, tied up at 14. But tonight, 6 runs cut down at the plate, 3 for each side. And fitting that JT Sokolov makes the catch to end this one here today. He had his part in 3, and all 3 for Nanaimo of the 3 runners cut down at the plate for the Black Bears. But now we will do it again one more time tomorrow afternoon here at Story Field. A 1:05 first pitch for the rubber game between these two sides. Nanaimo improves to 17-30. They are now 5-16 in the second half. They snap a 2-game losing streak. The Black Bears drop to 21-25, now 9-11 in the second half, 11-12 here at home. And now we'll need some help from the Portland Pickles, as now Cowlitz drops to 5 games back with 7 to go with the Bend Elks. Bend with the win tonight could push it to 5.5 with 7 to go. And from there, the Black Bears would have to nearly be perfect. But what a wild ball game here on Saturday evening. Both teams trading leads, but Nanaimo coming out on top here in game number 2. That'll do it for me, Brendan Riley, here on Saturday evening from Longview. Game number 3 coming up tomorrow at 1:05. Hope you join me for that one, and what should be another fun one between these two sides. Nanaimo 12, Cowlitz 9. You've been listening to Cowlitz Black Bears Baseball.